Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing good. David Feeder here. The ProveX sacrifice is live, so I figured I'm just going to do an emergency live stream. Let me tweet this out. That way more people can join. Let's give it a minute here, and yeah, I'll answer any questions in chat and have some fun. Let's enjoy the show. Let me tweet this out. Let me do this. Bets in crypto. You for this? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. It's all part of the plan. Yep. Definitely. I think this is like a shakeout. Yeah, for sure. UTV6750 says, got the link. Yep, there's a link right above my head. Go to provex.validatorstore.com and it'll bring you right there, for sure. Oh, yeah. All right, let me tweet this. Okay. And then YouTube. All right, cool. All right. Yo, what's up, Jonathan? Hope you're doing good, my man. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions, yeah, feel free to pop them in chat. We'll have some fun. We'll talk about what's going on, and yeah, we'll take a look at some tweets in a little bit here. Let's see what Richard's doing. Let's see. We'll take a look at the price charts because it's been a freaking crazy couple hours. And this sacrifice came out of left field. Nobody saw this coming. I had no idea this was going to happen, and it's been absolutely nuts. So yeah, let's actually let me pull up. Let's pull up the price chart here because things are going crazy. Yo, what's up, Yellowtail? Yeah, my man, late night snack. Oh yeah, yep, late night crew, emergency live stream. Here we go. So let me pull up the screen here. I go to the monitor. Yeah, here we go. All right, so it's already back up where it was. Yeah, it's already, the price is already recovered. Look at that. Now it's up 0.5%. So really, the the people who sold this, I mean, that they lost their position, which I think was part of why Richard doesn't want any pulse chain coins on there. He wants you to sack other stuff so that way, I mean, this was part of it, I think, to shake out the weak hands. They're going to go buy Ethereum. Right? People sold their pulse, probably swapped it for Ethereum or for stable coins, and then they're going to go sacrifice with that. So this got a lot of people to give up their positions in Pulse Chain, and they basically just gave away their coins and made the bottom right here, basically. And then now it's recovered. Somebody's already eating it up just in the past 2 hours, right? It's been 2 hours, so we're already back to where we were 2 hours ago. So a bunch of people just like exited, and then somebody else took their spot, and then somebody exited, and then somebody else took their spot. So that's basically what's going on right now. Yellowtail asked, "Do you sack Feeder?" Not yet. No, I didn't yet. But I will though. Obviously, I'm personally not going to sacrifice as much as I did for Pulse Chain. I mean, I'm not even personally, in a position to where I could if I wanted to. So there's that. And then you can't use Pulse Chain assets to sack. So, I'm cool. No. So I mean, I'll probably throw in some Ethereum, but not like crazy, So, yeah. Yeah. Incredible. What a shakeout. This was definitely people don't know what to do. It's, everybody's freaking out. And then even in yeah, on Twitter, it was absolutely nuts. All the replies. But wow, that recovered quick. That really recovered quick. Because I only found out about it. I saw the tweet like right here. It was definitely down. So yeah, so Pulse Chain is back. Let's take a look at PulseX. Look, it's even higher than where it was. Now the price is up. So yeah, a bunch of people just gave up their positions and just dropped their bags and threw them out, and somebody took their place. Yeah. Yeah, web not loading. Yeah, Food TV. I think the website right now is, I think, overloaded and down. It's like broken. Like ProveX.info is broken. Let's pull up here, let me get a new tab here. Give me X. And then where's Richard? Yeah, here's Richard. Let's zoom in. You guys see this? I don't want all this shit on the sides. There we go. All right, so Richard just said 23 minutes ago, if I were streaming video right now, which I'm not and won't be till I've written some pages of text I've been putting off, maybe a day or two, what are these burning questions you have? Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. So he's going to be live streaming very shortly, which is awesome. And then Richard says, one of the things people really like about new coins is less people being able to dump them on your head. One cool way to achieve that is to make it harder to get the coins. I like the feeling of a chart that makes new all-time highs often instead of new all-time lows. And one of the ways to help achieve that is for the sellers to no longer have things to sell and buyers to be able to buy quite low. Buying the bottom is more fun than buying the top, I hear. Anyway, random market thoughts. Like, yeah, you think that's random market thoughts? Look, now the price is higher than where it was a couple hours ago. So there you go. So Richard literally is telling you in this tweet, he's shaking out the weak hands. Everybody who just dumped because of this, it's gone. It's gobbled up. Now they would literally have to buy their bags back higher 3 hours later. Like, look, they've literally just lost their spot. Now Pulse is higher. So there you go. So if you sold into this, like, you just got wrecked. You just lost all your coins. And now the price is exploding. So insane. Yeah, it worked. That was, what a shakeout. That was part of the plan. That's why he said that. That's why he didn't accept the other coins. So that's awesome. Yeah, let's check the chat here. I'm going to I'm going to sack day 20 and buy even more coins. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Vets in Crypto launched a coin, and RH stepped all over the launch. Oh, was this the same time as yours? Damn. Is that a Pump Tires coin, Hero? Is that your coin on Pump.tires? Nice. Vets in Crypto ask, will this marketing strategy bring more people into Pulse Chain? Absolutely. Yes, definitely. Richard we'll go through his replies after too. He just replied to like Brian Armstrong and a bunch of other people, and Ivan on Tech was talking about it here recently. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is definitely going to bring a lot of eyeballs to the space. Yeah, this SAC's going to be, I don't think it's going to reach the $1 billion that, if you add Pulse Chain and PulseX for their sacrifice, that was like $1 billion, I think. I don't think we're going to get that high, but it should be in the millions, maybe 100 million. I don't really know how much is going to get sacked in total. I don't think $1 billion. No way. No way. It's going to be smaller. It'll definitely be smaller. All right, just taught us all many lessons in all aspects of crypto. Yep, you're right, Vets. Food TV is asking, how long is the launch? The launch is, I think, a month, right? I'm not sure. We'll go check the chart here in a second. But the like price ramp, you got 3 weeks. We've got 21 days to get the like the best price, basically. So really, you want to, if you're gonna do it, you got about 21 days to think about it, which is plenty of time. You get 3 weeks to kind of think about it. Yeah, Draw D in chat. What's happening, my man? Draw D1 saying wait to sack. Yeah, that's an option too. You can totally just wait. You got 3 weeks. You don't have to make a choice tonight. I definitely would not make a choice tonight. Oh my God, Pulse is exploding. Iron Freedom. I'm new, David. How does ProveX help Pulse Chain? Well, I don't think it directly. Well, how does it help it? I mean, sort of indirectly, because ProveX is a coin on Pulse Chain. So anytime anybody wants to use ProveX, it's going to be probably on Pulse Chain. So that'll burn some fees, and you'll need a wallet. So it's part of the ecosystem. It's a coin on there, right? It's a PRC20. So kind of like whenever there's a coin on Ethereum, people need Ethereum for gas. So same thing with this. People need Pulse Chain for gas so they can use ProveX. So that's kind of how it helps it out. Man, big massive buys. Oh my God. Somebody just did a big buy. Big buy right there. Now, I'm not going to speculate on who that is. There's no proof, and I personally do not like wallet watching, so I don't really care who's buying, but somebody is buying the shit out of Pulse Chain right now with big fat candles here with volume. Look at that. They're just gobbling it up. So, yeah, it worked. Yeah, GamHex 369. With ProveX, think I should be able to buy a car OTC with crypto now. I think it would be cool. I mean, depends on what kind of car. Depends how long you wait. I mean, you get a car for like $1,000 if you get a really shitty one, but really expensive car is expensive. Pulse Godfather Ink is ripping. Is it? Let's take a look at Ink. Oh yeah. Ooh, big buy. Oh yeah. Yep, it was about $1.05, and then it crashed all the way down to 74 cents, and now it's at $1.30. This is in the last 2 hours. It's up 25%. Oh my God. Yeah, incentive token. And the reason I bet this is pumping the most is because there's probably, like less LPs in the pool. Like there's less of these to go around. So, it doesn't take as much money probably to move the price, would be my guess. And they're all tied together in liquidity anyway. Food TV is asking, will the coin go live right after launch, or will we have to wait 2 years like Pulse Chain? That's a great question that I do not know the answer to. Richard has not announced any date, and we haven't seen any demo, and there's been no screenshots, and there's been Richard was paying people to design a logo like 48 hours ago on Twitter. So my suspicion is, and he just picked the name. So I think it's going to take a long time for the coin to come out. Actually, hold on. Not the coin, because it'll probably just be a pump.tires coin. Like he's just going to print the coins, right? Everybody who sacks, you get your coins delivered to you. And Richard tweeted, what did he say? He said something about you can make the coins before the software comes out. He put that on here. Let's take a look at that. So basically, it could take a while before the actual ProveX, what's it called? It's a browser plugin. It's supposed to be in the top. I'm pointing the wrong direction. In the top of your, it's supposed to be a browser plugin. That's how ProveX is going to work. So yeah, I mean, it might take a year or two for the ProveX to actually get invented, right? If this is a new technology from scratch, yeah, it could take fucking years to develop. We don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Or maybe Richard and his team have been working on it behind the scenes. I have no idea. Let's read the actual tweet. Here, let me go through the chat here. Yeah, Vets in Crypto. You see Hart's Law in effect lifting the ecosystem. Yes, yeah, all the coins are tied together. Yep, all the liquidity. Yeah, they all pump at the same time. Woo-wee. Oh man. Damn. Well, I mean, yeah, this looks like a new local bottom to me. I'm so glad I'm a validator. Oh my God. I'm just mining Pulse Chain all the time, every day. And it's still so cheap. You can get stakes for so cheap. I can't believe it. Even this is a bargain. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Did he say USDC only on Pulse Chain? No, I think he said he might open up stables, but for now it's everything not on Pulse Chain. Vets in Crypto says Ink rips another coin. Yeah. What if the SAC funds directly go to Pulse Chain? That's a possibility. You never know. Richard could do whatever he wants with his coins. Yeah. Right when everyone was depressed and boom. Yeah, man. This is a perfect time. Absolutely. And you could see like these were the depressed people like giving up their coins here in the dump like a few hours ago. Oh yeah, you can see them just lose it. Yep. I think some people just did it out of rage and just because there's a lot of controversy around sacrifice. But the only reason we had to use the word sacrifice is because of the corrupt Gary Gensler and the corrupt SEC. You know, they were trying to steal the original sacrifice money, however many years ago. And then, until the case was thrown out. Because it was, the SEC was just lying. They were corrupt. Gary Gensler was corrupt. But he was trying to rob us. So thank God he's gone. And now with Hester Pierce in the SEC, they've taken the pressure off crypto. So now you can do an ICO, or that's what it was in 2017. It used to be called an ICO, an initial coin offering. And then, corrupt Gensler would go after you if you said that. So you just had to use a different word because lawfare is all about words, right? When you go to the judges in the courts, like it's all about what you say. And that's why Richard hasn't streamed in all these years since the SEC case, because every time Richard goes on stream, the corrupt SEC, they can just use any of his videos and twist his words against him. That's literally what they do for a living, right? That's how they rob people, is they just take all the video and all the stuff and they just make up a story. So that's why Richard has to, he can't, that's why Richard's free speech has been chilled, which sucked. It's bullshit. It was horrible what happened and awful. So now that the SEC is a little bit less corrupt and the case is over, now we can kind of go back about our business and carry on with our lives. So that's why this is all, that's why there was controversy. But in reality, this is just like buying a new company's stock or buying a new coin that comes out brand new. It's no different. Like, it's up to you. You don't have to sacrifice. It's optional. Like, you want to buy it ahead of time or not. It's a pre-order. You're pre-ordering, I guess is what it is. Like a video game pre-order, Like some people like to pre-order video games. Some people wait until the game comes out and then they read the reviews of the game, see if the game is good, and then they buy the game. It's like, what kind of person are you? You got to ask that to yourself. Like, do you pre-order games because you're excited when you hear about them online? Or do you wait until a game comes out and then you read the reviews before you buy a video game? If you're a gamer, I'm a gamer, so that's how I would relate it. But that's all it is. Yo, what's up, Logi33 Original? Hey, GamHex. Yeah, man. My pleasure to answer questions, totally. Yo, what's up, Toblerus? The yo-yo action of Hex is fucking crazy. Yes, it is. Absolutely wild. This is wild. Like, if you're not used to this, these would be gut-wrenching moves to a traditional finance guy. Like down 30%, up 30, down. Like, it would make the old bankers I knew, they'd make their stomachs churn. So, but for us, this is nothing. This is just, I don't even care. That's why I'm live streaming. This is awesome. Like, this is exciting. Like, this is the good times. This is what we're here for, right? Even if it's a bloodbath, like, who cares? Now it's higher than it started. You never know what's going to happen. We're in my 300th Sacker for ProveX. I'm going to make an NFT of the picture for chat. All right. TV is the website back up? That's a good question. Let me pull it up on this over here. Let's check, because it was down. It was down. I think we've just crushed the web server. It was like broken. Let's see. Is it still down? Yeah, it looks like it's down right now. We broke it. We broke the website. The web server's crushed. There's like bajillions of people going to it right now. That's why. Bets in crypto have to emotion out of it in crypto. Yeah, remove emotion. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you don't want any emotions in crypto because that will just get you wrecked for sure. Yeah, no emotion. No, it's speculation. This is speculation, and call it investing if you hold long term. Some people are short term. I'm a crypto miner. You guys know me. I'm a validator. I love to mine. I just mine more coins every day. We stake our hex. That's how you mine more. And we do our pulse chain validators. That's how we get more coins every day. So, I've got more pulse chain and hex and all this than when I started with when it came out a couple of years ago. So it sounds good to me, man. This is great. Oh, man. Look at those poor guys. Shook out all the weak hands. Now, to be fair, a lot of these guys here probably bought Ethereum. I bet you they swapped their pulse for Ethereum so that they could go sack the Ethereum. That's what I would have done if I was going to do this. Now, me personally, if we go back to Richard, all right, yeah, let's see the tweet here. Yeah, Food TV. Okay, we'll wait till tomorrow. Yeah, wait till tomorrow. Yeah, and the website's not even. It was pretty boring. Let's try it one more time. This tab is it still broken? Yeah, I think it's just crushed. The web server is broken. It can't handle all the traffic. It was working earlier. I did see it at one point. Yeah, let's see if it actually loads. Yeah, it's busted. Yeah, it's just the website's down. Too many users. So you put the contract address, and you're sacrificing your coins to make a political statement. You believe in capitalism. Hell yeah. And the removal of middlemen and replacing trusted proof. You're sacrificing your coins to prove you are serious about this belief. You have no expectation of the profit of the work of others. You understand what you sacrifice can be sold, and you will receive no benefit from it. It is gone. You sacrifice your money, you are deleting it. You are lighting your money on fire. So just understand that. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and all these other old ass coins, and many other coins, you can't game the system with the liquid coins. Yeah, if you try to sack some bullshit liquid coin, you just won't get credit. No sacrifices will be credited from the Pulse Chain Network for anything. Even though I think Richard updated that tweet. No Pulse, no PulseX, no Ink, no Hex, no eHex will be credited on any network, right? Like, do not sacrifice your regular coins, your core RH coins. Do not keep them. That's the whole point of this. Keep your coins. Sacrifice the other stuff, everything else. You could, sacrifice all your other crypto if you want to, if you're into this. GamHex. There's a solar flare right now, and Aurora Borealis where I'm at right now. Nothing on Pulse Chain has flipped a bit. Let's go. Yeah. There was a, what was it? X5 class solar flare at 4 a.m. About 20 hours ago. I was awake when that went off, and I watched Space Weatherman. And yeah, that was a big one. There's auroras all over the planet right now. We are actually lucky we still have electricity. That was a crazy, crazy solar flare last night. That was a big one. If it gets any bigger than that, and yeah, we started losing power and internet connections and all kinds of issues for sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, let me actually add some text above my head here. Although the website is broken, right? But I did have, it was ProveX validator store.com, because there are ref links for this. Whatever. I don't love it. Dang it. Here, let me, I want to shrink this. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. So Logi 3.3 original, no RH coin sack thoughts. Yeah, I like it. I love it. You can see what had happened, right? This is yeah. I think it's funny. Look, now the price is right back where it was. But yeah, I think it was a smart move, man. I think it was cool. Like, you're not allowed to sacrifice Richard Hart coins. You gotta sacrifice other stuff. I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea. I think this was the whole point. Wants to shake everybody up, get everybody crazy. Now, for me, it didn't bother me. I didn't even care. You know, I wasn't going to sacrifice any Pulse or PulseX or Hex or Ink anyway. You know, I would have only been looking to put in like fresh cash. Like I'd rather have these coins than ProveX, to be honest with you. Like, you know, like ProveX doesn't even exist yet, you know? And yeah, I don't know. But I think this is awesome. Crypto Ape is asking, is this 10,000 points per dollar? Yes, it is. Yes, it's once the website comes back. Yeah, hopefully we can look at it. Yeah, it's just like it's 1,000 points or 1,000 coins, wink, wink, per dollar. So for every dollar you put in, you get 1,000 coins. But there's also the bonus multiplier, and that depends on how many people, what rank are you versus everybody else, how many people come in. So you might get more than that. You should get a bonus. So it's more than 10,000 per coin. You'll get a nice bonus. Yeah. iMac Stack is asking, can you sack straight to contract address? Yes. Yeah. This address right here. Yeah. If you send your coins to that address, you just send them, and that's how you get onto the list for the sack. Yeah. Yeah. PLS validators are working like crazy today. Oh yeah. Crypto Apes asking, or is it? It should be $1 gets you 1,000 points. Yeah. Yeah. You got it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's actually go to Gamma. Go to G4. Let's take a look at the validator, see how they're doing. Zoom in here. Oh my lord. Look at gas. Gas is 10 million beats, 11 million beats. Oh my lord. Heck yes. That's what we're talking about. Oh yeah. We've got more active validators than before. Look, there's 52,538. So yeah, we've got a lot of validators. Gas prices are exploding. 10 million beats right now. That's a lot. Gas is high. People are transacting. Pulse chain is going nuts. Not sure me. Yeah, there's 213 transactions, 122. Yeah, it looks like a lot of transactions. Gas prices have exploded. Yep. There's 444 queued transactions. So yeah, it's getting crazy. Yo, what's up, Hex Glenn? Good to see you. So yeah, this is wild. Absolutely wild. Pulse chain is going nuts. Everybody's transacting. So this is great for the validators. Yeah, if we go to scan.pulsechain.com and then yeah, we can see like daily transactions. That's down from yesterday, but that's not really important. Oh man, we are 50 blocks away from 25 million blocks. Oh my god, we're gonna see this live, guys. What? Oh my god. All right, we're gonna hang out here. Look at this. We're about to be here for the 25th million block on Pulse Chain. Holy shit. This is like a historic moment too. This is like totally uncoordinated. This is a complete accident, just a happy coincidence. But while we're sitting here, we will watch the 25th million Pulse Chain block happen. So that's freaking awesome. That is so cool. So shout out to all the validators out there mining blocks, because it's us guys that keep the network alive. You know, it really is. Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of which, yeah, might as well shield the validator store. Go to validatorstore.com. And because this is my job, this is what I do for the pulse chain all day, every day. This is my livelihood. So yeah, if you guys want to mine pulse chain while it's still cheap before it gets even more expensive, obviously the price is going up. Going up as we speak. I just saw that candle flicker up. So yeah, if you want to be a validator before it gets too expensive, you can go to validatorstore.com. And if you scroll down, you can see, here, let's take a look at the pictures. So this is the validator hardware kit right here. This is all you need is the little microcomputer, the Intel or it's Asus brand, the little Nook little microcomputer, and then I got 64 gigs of RAM in it, and then we do a 4 terabyte solid state hard drive, and then a 15-inch portable monitor that you can like unplug, and then it folds up so you can like put it away in a drawer. You don't have to leave it hanging out. And then keyboard and mouse and a USB stick with Ubuntu Linux. And that's it. This is all you need. These are the hardware parts you need to be a pulse chain validator. And once you've got all this stuff, then you can take your coins and you can stake them in pulse chain. And then that's how you mine more pulse chain. So the hardware kit is $2,000 for all the hardware. I do take Zelly and a bunch of cryptos. I got to update this because that's old. Yeah, there's testimonials here from all the other validators like Toby and a bunch of people here. I mean, you can take a look. A bunch of Hexkins and Crypto Coffee got one. He's a validator. Lots of dudes. So that, this is what you get, right? Like Crypto Coffee's picture is probably the best example of like what it comes out of the box. Is you get the Intel Nook, and then you get a portable monitor and keyboard and mouse, and then you plug that in, and you're good to go. All right. Yeah, lots of validators, man. Lots and lots. Oh yeah, hundreds. So if you scroll down to the bottom, just fill out your info, and then it'll send me an email, and then I'll send you an estimate quote, and then get it mailed out to you. And I've got a bunch of them in stock. I've got whole kits in stock right now, ready to go. So if you guys want to be a validator, let's actually check out how much it costs for the coins. Yeah, Logi 33 to 25 million. Let's go. Yeah, 25th million block. Yeah, let's check it. All right, we got 26 left to go. We'll keep an eye on that. These take 10 seconds each, so we got a few minutes. Yeah, Vets and Crypto clip this. Yeah, man. Who's here right now for the 25th million block? Holy shit, this is historic. Hell yeah, dude. This is wild. The 25th million block of pulse chain on the day that the ProveX sacrifice started. So you could say you were there, chilling with the #1 validator, right? Now, I said #1, it's because people use my GitLab software. So if we actually go back to validatorstore.com, then this is also the real claim to fame. If you click on the free tutorials at the top, and then these are all my videos where I teach you how to be a validator, right? Like it's easy, you just follow the videos, set up the computer, and you're good to go. And then if you go over to my GitLab right here, so gitlab.com/David Feeder, and then I've got this Pulse Chain Validators software, totally free, open source. There's no charge. You guys can download this and use these forever for free. And you can customize them, do whatever you want with them. And then I even did a little instructions here, kind of a lot of reading, but it tells you everything step by step. Even tells you the hardware requirements right here. And these are the instructions. Let me zoom in. You guys can't see that. Yeah. So all these right here. And the main script, this is the one you really start with, is the install validator. And then these lines, you just copy and paste into a terminal in Linux. And then that's how you install a pulse chain validator. This gets you all the software. Right? You just follow this step by step. When you first start with the instructions, you got to make some changes. You got to paste in your rewards address, and then you're off to the races. And there you go. Yeah. Eli Brown would have been better if he only accepted core coins and locked up forever. Yeah, you think so? I disagree. I disagree because if it was the core coins, then all the believers like me and whoever else would just give up their core coins, and then yeah, they'd be gone forever. And then like, would that pump the price though? I don't know. I don't know. Only if they bought them fresh. If people came in, bought Pulse Chain, and then sacked it, but most of the people who are going to sacrifice are Richard Hart fans. So, you know, yeah, I think it's better with this outside. I think Richard made the right move by not accepting the core coins. That way, if you're a believer, you just hold them, and if you're not a believer, then you're going to sell them for something you can sack. That's the trick. So I think he made the right move. I mean, I think the price chart already shows it. That he already made the money. It's already higher. Like, he literally did like a crazy shakeout. Like, that's nuts. That's wild. Logi 33 original, David Feeder. Do we have anything updated on the validator side with the news? No. The validators are still going strong. Well, there was an update a couple weeks ago. Yeah, if we go to gitlab.com/pulsechaincom, there was an update for, was it Prism Pulse? I think it was Prism Pulse. Let's go to manage and then activity. Something just came out recently for software push events. Okay, so 3 weeks ago, yeah, here it is. Yeah, 3 weeks ago, there was a patch for the Pulse Chain Staking Launchpad website. So if you're a validator, when you go to make your stakes, there's a new version of the staking website. I can even pull that up here. So if we go to launchpad.pulsechain.com, and then you go here, and now, yeah, we're on this new version 1.0.8. Now you can either click this to open the website like normal, or if you do the downloads here, you know, this was updated 3 weeks ago. So just if you're using the download version, make sure to update. You know, because this is the launchpad. If I click on this, right, this is where the normal, or this is the old regular Pulse Chain validator staking website right here. So it says become a validator. Yo, NovaCav with the $20 super chat. Damn, man, I appreciate that. Hey, David, what's up, my man? Wonder if you have any thoughts on the bigger play here. PulseX liquidity is reduced plenty for easy up, even with the weak ETH action and bad RH entry. So what's the gambit with ProveX, I wonder? Curious times. Yeah, man, thank you for that very generous super chat, $20. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, NovaCav. So I think the gambit here is, yes, that's exactly what it is. He wants this low liquidity, and he wanted people to dump their coins into low liquidity so they could get the worst possible price, shake them out, get them to cry, right? Like, and then the other people, they're going to buy that opportunity. They're going to eat all these cheap coins up, right? And they've already gotten gobbled up. It's already over. It literally only lasted, what was that? It was 10, 20, 30. Like, these are 5 minutes, 6, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 an hour. Like, it was like 2 hours. You know, it was such a crazy quick move that a lot of people, I bet, didn't even log in. They didn't even know what happened. So I think it was a good move. I mean, look at this. It's already recovered higher. Yeah. Now, some people are going to say, oh, this is Richard buying, right? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Nobody. If it is, does it really matter? Not really. It could be somebody else. It probably is somebody else. I doubt it would be Richard. Richard just, I thought, supposedly put all the Ethereum through the Tornado Cash on Ethereum. So that shit's gone. Like, it's Tornado cashed out. Like, it's vanished. It's gone. So I don't think it's even on the Pulse chain to buy this. So but we're just guessing here. This is just speculation. I have no idea who's doing the buying, but yeah. Oh my God, there it is. We did miss it. Thank you, Mr. D. Don't forget the blocks. Yep, we missed it by 15 blocks. But this is the 25th million and 16 blocks on the pulse chain. So awesome. We did it, everybody. 25 million blocks. This does include Ethereum from the past too. So there are old Ethereum blocks included there. So Novicav, I hope that answers your question. I think Richard was just trying to shake out all the people who, are mad basically about how there's a lot of people, and understandably, they're disappointed with the price performance of Pulse Chain over time. They're sad that they, didn't make as much money as they wanted, right? If we zoom out, it's like, yeah, it's like that's kind of rough. The chart is rough. We're still making higher lows than April, right? We almost, not even, we didn't even break 0.2. We didn't even touch 2 right now. So we're actually higher than April. So it's not a new bottom. It's not, we didn't even make a new low. Did we touch the, we didn't even touch July low. So that's what I've been saying for a few weeks now is we're making higher lows, right? It goes up and then it comes down. It goes up and then it comes down. But every time it comes down, it doesn't go down as low as it did last time, right? It's slowly building up, right? Higher lows. So that's good. This is what you want to see, in my opinion. This is strength. Like we're not going as low as April ever again. If you didn't buy back in April or scooping in June, or if you're not buying right now, train's leaving the station. This is your last chance, probably, to be honest with you, because the sacrifice is just going to get people even more amped up over these coming weeks, and people are going to keep talking about it. And Richard's going to do a stream in like 48 hours, he says. So what do you think is going to happen to the price when Richard streams? Like, it's going to, actually, I'll give you a pro tip. Every time Richard streams, the price goes down. While he's streaming, people sell coins every time. And I've been watching him. I've seen every Richard live stream ever. So I can promise you they dump when he's on stream. So expect that, right? That's part of the fun. That's part of the game. It's just, because the price is everybody. This chart is all of us collectively. No one person controls it. Richard doesn't control the chart. It's everybody playing together. So that's what we're seeing. It keeps it crypto. Better holders bought. Yeah, man, better holders are buying. Exactly. That's it. Yep. Yeah, better holders are buying. Right? These guys are giving up or rotating to sacrifice, which is totally a play too. So they're either quitting or they're rotating to Ethereum or Bitcoin to SAC, and then somebody's gobbling up the pulse that they're leaving behind. Right? That's what's up. That's what's up. Keeps the crypto. Hey, Trevor Hansen. Hey, my man. Yeah, thank you, dude. Smash the likes and retweets. Say thanks. Appreciate it, dude. Hope you're doing well. Cannabis Keeps the crypto says cannabis ETF stock investors been down 7 years. We have no reason to complain. Look at the chart versus Pulse. So we're way better. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Cannabis stocks been down for years. Gold is at its all-time high now. Gold's doing fantastic. Let's look at gold. Like, these guys got their asses kicked. Peter Schiff got his shit pushed in for freaking 20 years. Right? Like, 20 fucking years. Look at gold. Like, there you go. Well, this only goes back to 2011. It was worse than that, man. Like, they've been, and even silver. I bought silver in 2017. That shit took forever. Forever. I just sold my silver. Yeah, I was buying silver back in 2017, dude. It was sideways for fucking years. And after the all-time high with Max Kaiser in 2012 on silver, yeah, like precious metal guys, they've been getting their asses beat way longer than pulse chains even existed. So for all the people out there crying and, cry fagging and, because of this, like, you guys have like the memory of a goldfish, not you guys, but crypto people. It's like, this is nothing. This is such a small chart. It's a baby chart. It's only 2 years old. Yeah, it only goes back 2 years. Like you gotta zoom out. It's like that's so tiny. And then you gotta squish it down. And it's like, okay. It's like, all right, we're here. And then in the future, years from now, I mean, my target's a penny. My God. I mean, even a tenth of a penny. Jesus. If we get up to here, like, yeah, a tenth of a penny, 10 pulse for a penny. I mean, that'll change some lives. That'll blow some minds, man. I mean, good Lord. Now, there's a lot of pulse out there, so I don't know if we're ever going to get to a tenth of a penny, to be honest with you, just because of the circulating supply, but who knows, man? I mean, yeah, this is a baby chart. This is nothing. We just started. Hey, Visha, how to buy Pulse Chain or ProveX? I am new to Pulse Chain. Just go to pulsechain.com and you can get it right there. Actually, you can get you just need a wallet, and there's a bunch of places like exchanges that have it. So just go to pulsechain.com. And then for ProveX, you got to go to provex.info, or the website's broken right now. Let's try it one more time. Let's see if is it up yet? It's still busted. Let's check. I think the web server's just torched. Yeah, it's up now. It's up. Okay. And then let's try my link. So we go to provex.validatorstore.com. Yeah. Yeah. So you can just go to provex.validatorstore.com, and that will also bring you right to it. That's my ref link. So yeah, so here's the website. Here's what it actually looks like. Let's zoom in. Okay, so ProveX. Here we go. You are sacrificing your coins to make a political statement. You believe in capitalism, the removal of middlemen, and replacing trust with proof. You are sacrificing your coins to prove you are serious about this belief. You have no expectations of the profit of the work of others. You understand what sacrifice, you understand that your sacrifice can be sold and you will receive no benefit from it. Or you understand what you sacrifice can be sold. Yes, it will be sold. It's gone. You're sacrificing it. And then let's zoom out a little bit. Like it's kind of busted when I zoom in. All right, so this is like a tracker. Right now it's all zeros. Let's click on this button at the top. Yeah, here we go. Now it's working. Okay. All right, so far there's been 40,000 US dollars worth of coins sacrificed. There's 263,000 total points. So this will be the market cap of the coins, because 1 point is 1 coin. Wink, 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 wink. So that's the total supply based on this. There's 407 total sacrifices been done so far, and 402 unique tokens. That must be the different kinds of tokens that Richard's going to accept. And then there's 24 different networks. And then there's a countdown clock right here. You've got 20 days, 18 hours, 50 minutes until the rate increases. And what that means is there's the price chart right here. Go to log. And let's zoom down just a little. Okay, cool. All right, so the way this chart works is, and let me check chat real quick. Novacav, thanks, sir. What a wild ride it's been. I don't think anyone expected the potential comeback bordering the start of the next bear. Pulse rides while all crypto collapses. That'd be entertaining. Hell yeah, dude. That's what Hex did during the COVID times, man. We pumped while everything else died. So, we've done it in the past. We are the wild card of crypto. We are the underdog, right? Everybody hates us. Everybody, all the other exchanges are fake. We're the real decentralized, like, crypto. Like, we are what's left of the real thing. We're not paid shills. Richard doesn't pay me. I had no idea this was coming out today. Like, I didn't even know this was existing. Right? And I'm the number one Pulse Chain validator. I had no part in any of this. I had no idea this was happening. So it really is just volunteers and just people who show up. Like either you're into this or or you're not. This is the real deal. This is like the real this is the real cypherpunk crypto. Eli Brown, I wish I bought gold versus Pulse Chain, to be honest. You would have made a lot more money, totally. I can't deny that. If you look at the charts, can't deny that. Gold would have been a better speculative investment. Definitely better swing trade for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. And what will the future bring? I don't know. Gold, if you bought gold at 1,000 and you sold at 4,000, that's a solid 4x on your money. 4x is good. Like, that's good. Now, me personally, I'm not in crypto for 4x. I want the 100x. Like, and I got 10,000 or almost 10,000x on Pulse or Hex. Like, yeah, was it 10,000x was the max on Hex? Yeah. So it's like, yeah, 4x, okay, that's okay. But, I want 0 or 100x, right? And I'm willing to ride to 0. I've been in this a long time. Eli Brown, 2 years in crypto is a lifetime, to be honest. Yeah. Well, I guess. I feel old. Yeah, it is. It's multiple lifetimes. Multiple. But at the same time, that's no time at all. It's not that long. Bitcoin's been around for over a decade. Like, Pulse Chain's only 2 years old. It's a baby. It's a baby. Most people don't even know who we are. They've never even heard of Pulse Chain. Most really haven't. There's more than that sacrifice. Switch your wallet to Ethereum. Oh, yeah. So let's yeah, we're gonna look at this whole thing. Hey, don't panic-oo. Nice name. Well timed. Drink some coffee here. Yeah, it keeps the crypto. It says literally yesterday, 2 years. Life goes fast, man, especially as you go older. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Because time, the older you get, time moves by quicker. Yeah, I'm turning 40 pretty soon here. Like a couple weeks, I'm turning 40, and oh shit, I don't want to turn 40, man. I want to stay 39 forever. I don't feel old personally. Hey, Franklin. Yeah, you just found out too about all this? Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, there's no insiders here. This is all true decentralized. Visha, why do you believe in Pulse and the ecosystem? Oh, because I know it's like legit. Like it's the real deal. We waited 2 years for Pulse Chain to get developed, and here it is now. The chain is rocking. I know it's real. Like, I personally watched Richard Hart since way back the day. I remember his first videos. We waited 2 years before Hex came out. People forget about that too. It's like, oh, you think 2 years is a long time. Richard said Hex, and then it took 2 years, and then Hex came out. And then 2 more years went by, and then Richard's like, all right, we're going to fork Ethereum. We'll make Pulse Chain. Then we waited another 2 years until Pulse Chain came out. So it happens all the time. We wait 2 years, and then you wait 2 years, and then you wait 2 years. Even for ProveX. Like, Richard hasn't put a timeline on this, but you might sacrifice for this right now. And yeah, you might not get your coins for 2 years. You got to be okay with that. You got to understand that. Right? You're sacrificing, you're burning your money, you're lighting your money on fire, destroying it. So, you got to be okay with that. Which is crazy. It's a different way of thinking about it. It's not a pre-sale. It's not an ICO. It's like lighting your cash on fire. That's what a sacrifice is, right? But I believe in it because it's legit. Because I know it's real, and it's not fake bullshit. And we're gate kept, and everybody else hates us, and there's no reason. Hexo ratios everybody on Twitter. Hexologist ratios everybody. So that right there proves like we are more powerful than all the fake influencers and all the fake crypto out there and all the venture capitalists and Michael Saylor and all that. It's like, who cares? We've got like thousands of real humans who actually care. What's up, Franklin, my man? Thank you, but how do you stay updated? Pulse Chain Twitter has not been updated. I just looked, or maybe I'm on the wrong page. But just pulsechain.com. Yeah, if you just go to pulsechain.com, everything about Pulse Chain is right there. Keeps It Crypto says, I love Pulse Chain. It's legit because ETH code was legit. And it's a copy of ETH code that's more organic, more decentralized, less captured by institutions and government and venture capitalists. That's bingo. Yep. There's no VCs in Pulse Chain or Hex and all that. Like, it's not a bunch of bankers from Wall Street or government money. Like, they're not printing it and then just buying shit up. Like, no, this is like real crypto. This is like real, like Bitcoin, crypto, Ethereum, like actual. Yeah, Franklin. I believed in Richard Hart because I watched him give people free money while convincing them to remove their Bitcoin from exchanges with the launch of Hex. Yeah. And that's how it really started, was Richard Hart would do like 8-hour live streams back in the day, like years ago. And he was so smart. He knew more about crypto than like anybody else. You couldn't find videos on YouTube like his. Richard videos were the best. They were the best, and they're all still there. They're old now, so people don't really watch them anymore. But man, if you pull up YouTube, like his old videos were amazing, and we used to watch them all the time. And he would teach us things. He would tell us things that nobody else would tell you. But he would tell you that Bitcoin is old, Bitcoin is slow, and Bitcoin is spaghetti code. Bitcoin sucks. You know what I mean? It's like a fax machine. It's like dial-up internet. It's like AOL. And then you go on Twitter. And yeah, it's like a bunch of fucking boomers love it, and all these old guys, and Michael Saylor, and like, Max Kaiser, and it's like, it's for the boomers now. It's like digital gold. It's like, okay. It's like, it was the first technology of its kind, so that makes sense. But like, now we have Ethereum, and now we have Pulse Chain, and like, there's just so much better shit than Bitcoin. Hey, Richard was saying that years ago. Like, that's old news, So yeah, it's old news. We've known this for a long time. So that's why he got famous, and that's how it all started. And now we're at a whole nother level. I did not expect this. Richard says, it takes a couple of hours for the data collector to get the time-weighted average price and then show it in the leaderboard. I wouldn't be surprised if they allow DAI, WETH, USDT, and USDC sacks on the Pulse Chain network. Okay, maybe this will get updated. So maybe you'll be able to sacrifice DAI, WETH, Tether, and USDC, which would make sense. And that explains like this WETH right here. Like that explains part of the, let's go back to the 5-minute chart on Pulse Chain. Reset. Because that's what I bet a lot of these guys did. I didn't do it, but if I was gonna, yeah, you could swap your Pulse for wrapped Ethereum on Pulse Chain. So maybe Richard will accept those for a sec. Novacav says, I agree. If nothing else, the decentralization of the network itself is the legit aspect of Pulse Chain. IMO passive income potential is what drives demand forever. Hex needs to restore APYs eventually. Okay. All right. I feel you on that. Hex needs to restore APYs. Yeah, maybe the origin address will unstake its stakes when they're due and just not restake and let the APY go up. That's a possibility. Totally. I don't think it'll happen. It'd be nice. It'd be cool. Especially as a big Hex staker myself. I'd love to see it. Like, I agree with you. I wish it was true. I'd love it. But I'm willing to bet the origin address is going to keep staking to keep sucking up the coins, right? To eat the inflation. That'd be my guess. Especially after this Pulse Chain has a lot of inflation, Hex's inflation. So I think Richard wants to do whatever he can to reduce and gobble up any inflation. All the new coins that get printed in mind, Richard wants them off the market and not sold. So I hope you're right, but I don't know about Hex. And I haven't checked the origin address stakes. I don't know how long they're staked for. So, not sure. But yes, Pulse Chain, man, being a validator, holy crap. Holy crap. Let's go to Pulse pulsechainstats.com. Let's check on the validators. So if you go to pulsechainstats.com and then stats validators. Okay. Zoom in here. All right, so we've got 5,000 or 52,000. Let's zoom in real close. Okay, so we've got 52,523 stakes, right? How many validator stakes there are? Each stake is 32 million pulse. We are down off the peak. There were more. Okay. Right now, if you take all the pulse that's staked right now, there's 1.68 trillion. Right now, the estimated APR per year is 8% estimated per year. So, and that fluctuates too based on when your computer mines a block. Like every once in a while, when one of these pulse chain blocks comes out, right? Like it's your stake's turn to do that block. When that happens, you get the gas fee from all the users who put their transactions in MetaMask in that block. That goes right to you. So you're probably going to get more than this, to be honest. This is probably a low estimation. I feel like that's low. I feel like I'll be getting more than 8%. Then daily validator fees. So all the pulse that was minted and given to validators in the last 24 hours was like 373 million pulse. And the cost to run a validator, here it is. It's $788 by 32 million pulse. It's like, oh my God. I'll remember these times, man. We'll remember this day. Remember this day when ProveX came out. And back in my day when I was in my 30s, I could get a pulse chain validator for less than $1,000. And probably 5 years from now, we'll be selling these things for like 50 grand a pop. You know what I mean? When you unstake it, it'll be 50 G's. Like, unbelievable. What a bargain. I mean, man, it's cheaper than the hardware. The literal computer costs more than this. Like, it's so cheap. Versus on Ethereum, you gotta get 32 ETH, which is like 64 grand or like 100. It's insane. So expensive. So what a bargain. Man, $700. And then you're getting almost 10% a year. So this $700 will mine you $70 worth of pulse chain in a year. So, I mean, damn, I'm loving it, man. I've got more stakes now than when I started. That's for sure. Definitely. Novicav says, interesting battle between eating inflation versus summoning infinite non-OA stakers using high and low APYs respectively. Yeah. Yeah, and Richard deleted or unstaked and burnt the pulse for the Genesis validators for Pulse Chain because he didn't want to maintain them. And that made it really decentralized. That's one thing that's cool about Pulse Chain too, is like as soon as it went live, like I already actually was on Validator Store. Like I already sold hardware kits to people ahead of time. They already had them. And I had actually like a list of clients that pre-booked. When the moment Richard announced Pulse Chain was live, I was doing 1 hour calls like back to back to back for like hours, just helping people get set up over and over and over. It was awesome. And that's how we got the whole chain was decentralized in 30 days. Like once in 30 days, Richard was able to turn off his validators and we had enough all over the world to cover it. So it's truly decentralized like Ethereum. And it even goes by like the corrupt SEC's version of decentralization. Yo, what's up, Coin Investor, my man? This is the SAC. I'm sure you went over the details. Yeah, well, we're just looking at it. The website just came back up. So actually, here's the details we didn't go over yet. So this is, rate per 1,000 points. So for every dollar you put in, you're going to get 1,000 points. And a point is a coin. So right here, so we've got, it's like 21 days of the best bonus. And then every day after 21 days, it gets a little more expensive. And it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And then, oh my God, the sacrifice ends the day before my birthday. Holy shit. All right. Yeah, so January 9th is the last day of the sack. Then it's over. And then the next day I turn 40. Jesus. How ironic. Wow. So you got 3 weeks. We've got 3 weeks to figure it out if you want in or not. And then the ramping starts. And then looks like here, okay, if you scroll down, yeah, here we go. You can click on the points and sacrifices, and there's a recent button. And then it shows you the sacrifices that are coming in here. And it looks like, yeah, this was last updated 23 minutes ago. So this website is still, looks like it's still processing. So yeah, this is wild, man. This is absolutely wild. I'm excited. This is cool. You know, I wasn't sure what to make of ProveX at first. Because I just, you know, wasn't sure what you would use it for. Other than the obvious, you know, like over-the-counter transactions, right? Where if you want to trade with somebody and you want mathematical proof that they sent the coins and then proof of like some bank account, like, yeah, for money transmitting, sure, that makes total sense, right? It's math, you know. But for like actual goods and services and like all the other industries that Richard listed in his tweets, it was like, you know, we'll have to see the demo. Like I just, you know, we'll have to see how the software works, right? There's just a lot of technical questions, like, you know, but you know, the important thing is the, what's it called? The minimum viable product, the MVP, which is just like, just make a browser plugin, just make it do the first function, make it do something, right? So even if that's trading coins, you can trade your coins and you can prove that they sent the coins and it gives you a little thumbs up and it's like check mark. It's like, yeah, proved, like confirmed. It's like, that's cool. You know, if it just starts simple like that, cool. And then if it expands from there, great. So, you know, but otherwise, yeah, I don't know what's, I don't know what to expect with the actual software itself, or like what it's going to look like, or, you know, yeah, that'll come in time. Welcome to the Roaring 40s, my brother. Time for me to sack. I gotta go. Can't resist. Hey, I don't blame you, Corey. I don't blame you. Absolutely. I'm gonna be doing some sacking. I mean, not, you know, not as much as Pulse Chain personally, but yeah, definitely. Why not? It's because, yeah, that's why we're here, right? Aren't we here to speculate and have some fun and try to make some gains? Go for that 10,000x again, for sure. And what's cool about this coin is, just like PulseX, right? If we go back to PulseX, so for PulseX, you know, all the coins were minted just to the sacrificers. So that was the only way to get the coins, is you had to be there, you had to sacrifice to get PulseX. And there's no more ever minted. There's never going to be more PulseX coins. And every time somebody trades on PulseX, it burns some of the coins and deletes them. So PulseX gets rarer and rarer every day. Little by little, there's less coins. So ProveX, the new one, is going to do the same thing. Same thing. The only way to get it at first is to sacrifice. And then every time somebody does a ProveX, every time they prove something with the little browser plugin, it's going to burn some coins. You gotta use ProveX coins in order to use the software to do the proving. So it's actually like a utility token. When you like this is an old word we used to have back in 2017, is it's like a coin that you use it for something like a product or a service, or you burn it for a purpose or a function, a utility coin. So that's technically, I guess that's what it is. It's a utility token. So unfortunately, historically, the utility in utility tokens usually sucks, right? Usually utility tokens blow ass because whatever the website is blows ass. Like they just suck. So, you know, this needs to not suck, right? If ProveX sucks, then the price of the coin is going to get slaughtered, and anybody who sacrifices is doomed. But if the ProveX software is good and it works real well and people love it, if ProveX works good, it's a good product, if it's good software, then it'll be popular. So really, it all depends upon how it works. So that's why it's actually really high risk to SAC, because, like, the software probably doesn't even exist yet. Richard hasn't even said if there's a demo or a MVP or anything. So it's a mystery. So this is some hardcore speculation. I mean, you're really going in blind right now. So you got 3 weeks to wait, and Richard's going to be hopefully streaming soon. A couple days, that'd be really cool. Yeah, I have no use for this coin. The PulseX already have a buy and burn. ProveX will just be paired with Pulse, so might as well just buy the cores. If you really want this coin, wait for the dump and crying. That's a possibility. Absolutely. Just a wait and see. Yeah, where you don't pre-order, wait until it comes out, and then see how it does. So that's if everybody who did that for Pulse Chain and PulseX, that was the wise move, to not sacrifice and hold out. So definitely, I can't blame you for feeling that way at all. I do not blame you at all. NovaCav, there must be a reason for ProveX to exist that tokenomics-wise inserts strategically into the ecosystem. I doubt RH suddenly became a utility maxi. True. And because I think, and this is my speculation, because Richard is inventing ProveX because he needs a tool that'll let him sell the SAC money and prove that he's getting paid by the people who want the Ethereum, right? Because you got all these wallet watchers and blockchain sleuths out here who have been watching the SAC, and Richard probably wants to deploy some of those funds for whatever. So he needs a better tool than Tornado Cash in order to do that, which is why he's inventing ProveX. So I think it's for him, And there was the expression, necessity is the mother of all invention. It's like when you need something, that's when you'll come up with a big idea, like a light bulb, and you'll be like, I have an idea. I need this thing to help me. And then you make it. So I think that's what this is. I think Richard needs ProveX. So because he's got so much crypto, he's got to move, that he needs a way to prove mathematically, like guaranteed, that it's correct, right? Like everything is spot on. Like that's so I think that's why this is for Richard, to be honest with you. And then he probably figured, hey, let's put a coin on it and have it have some burn function. That's my speculation. That's my best guess. All right. Makes sense. What's the website, David? Says Coin Investor. Which website? For ProveX? If you want my ref link, provex.validatorstore.com. That'll take you right there. That'll take you right to Prove. It's also provex.info. That's the vanilla site. Keeps crypto wise, cool tech, has utility, and he owes taxes to Finland. And if you used the OG SAC to pay it off, everyone would have cried harder, even though the taxes on him for holding everyone's SAC back. Yeah, I mean, because Finland is trying to steal the origin address from Richard, from Hex, right? That's what they want. Or maybe the Pulse Chain SAC too, but I think this goes back to Hex. I think Finland wants to steal the Hex OA. That's what they're after. So fuck them. Yeah, fuck Finland. Yeah, I hope Richard never goes back there. And just runs away. Doesn't pay him a damn dime. Fuck him. It's crazy. Hey, Corey. Yeah, if we go down 90% from where altcoins are now, I can handle it. Diamond nubs. I have no more hands. Yeah, man. Diamond nubs. I got diamond nubs. I feel you, man. I feel you. And Yeah, you're welcome, Corey. No, man, thank you. And actually, I gotta say shout out to all the Validator Store customers and all the validators out there who have ordered. Because during this whole bear market, this is my business, right? This is how I've been keeping it alive by helping validators, selling hardware, doing free, also do like tech support calls. So if you've already got your own hardware or if you bought a validator from me and you want some like tech support and like screen share time, like I can log in and fix it with you. So yeah, I do that as well. And then cloud hosting, this is kind of for the whales. If you got a lot of pulse and you want to like rent a server in my data center and you want me to take care of it for you, then I've got that as well. It's $300 a month, so you're probably gonna need a bunch of pulse to make it worthwhile. So that way it pays for itself, right? If you have a lot of pulse, it's basically free because if you make more than $300 a month in pulse, you keep the profit, right? Like you keep the extra. You're just making free coins with your coins. NovaCav, $10 super chat. Damn, bro. Thank you so much. Ever hear from the Staker app crew? Oh my God. Too bad on how that ended. In case anyone is wondering, if you're stuck in Staker, Power City frontend for Gnosis works to bail you out. Worked for 2 wallets for me. Damn, NovaCav. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, so I have not heard from the Staker crew in quite some time. No. Well, Steph went off and then he made that other scam. What was it called? Like Alti? Where he rug pulled everybody or he like abandoned it in like 24 hours. He says Steph said, this is my life's project, and then he abandoned it. So yeah, really a bummer. And shout out to the Power City guys who actually did make that Gnosis wallet, like what's it called? It's called a safe now, the Gnosis safe. And then you can try to get your coins out. Yeah, because that's what happened with Staker app is they used Gnosis safe as the wallet, and there was a mistake. And I think the one of their addresses was the creator of like all the vaults, and it fucked up a bunch of people's wallets where like you weren't really you had control of your wallet, but like you weren't the like owner. Like it wasn't like the master account, and it fucked up a bunch of shit, and it was just broken and it was awful. And yeah, and now you just learn never trust a Google employee, right? Like Jack Levin, Steph from Staker app. If somebody says that they used to work at Google, do not trust them. They are fucking retarded and they will fuck your shit up. They are idiots. So never trust a Google employee. That's all I got to say about that. Right? Thank you for the super chat, NovaCap, by the way. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, yeah. And yeah, it's a good thing Power City fixed that. That was nice of those guys. Yeah. Keeps it crypto. If the OG SAC was a treasury, it would be fair to him to be hit with a huge tax bill. Everyone forgot he's still not free. We sacrificed for freedom movement, and he's literally lost his right to move. Yeah, man. Richard lost his right to free speech when the corrupt SEC went after him. He's lost his right to move after Finland is going after him. And yeah, just a bunch of evil governments doing some dumbass shit, trying to steal money from, trying to steal all the cash. It's crazy. I hate it. Franklin, I'm going back to work for sure. Oh, well, I had a good run. Yeah, man. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man. I like working. I like doing IT, doing computers and stuff. It's fun. I like my job. One investor, he got me for 200 over there before I pulled out my coins. Yeah, man. NovaCav, I forgot about Jack Levin. Wow, yeah, dude. Yeah, I remember Zen and Jack Levin. Yeah, another Google employee. Yep. Can't trust them. Can't trust a Google employee as far as you could throw them. Yep, that's right, Trevor. Yep, you got it. Yeah, man. Jack follows you on Twitter. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, Jack is a fine enough guy in real life. If you see him at a convention, go shake his hand. He's a nice guy. He's not a bad person, but as far as his crypto sucks. Like, Zen was awful. Such a bummer. Such a bummer. How I made it. Who's the best grifter? Jack Levin, Dip Catcher, or Steph? Oh my God, Dip Catcher. I forgot about him too. Holy shit. Dipcatcher, I liked the Maxi and the Desi and the Bass and Trio and Lucky. That was a cool idea, man. Those derivatives, like rolling pooled stakes, cool idea. Like that was fun. That's like just some neat little, token technology. It's more, little derivatives, little coin action. That was fine. But then they went off the deep end with that Gophers bullshit and just retarded ass stuff, man. Yeah, so sad. And then they went to some other chain and goodbye. It happens. People come and go in the community. Happens all the time. We're all here for a limited time, right? So nothing is forever, but some of us though are hardcore and will always be in this community only. I personally plan on just doing this, man. Like I'll be a pulse chain validator hopefully for the rest of my days. I want to pass this down to my kids. Have one of my sons take over the business here. Hopefully I'll be able to pass this down and retire. I'm not stopping this until the sun explodes. You know what I mean? Oh my God, NovaCav. Jake says Jake Sharp is the worst IMO. Yeah, he made some bad shit too. Dipcatcher had cool ideas at least. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I totally agree with that. 100%. The answer is Jake Sharp. Yeah, that guy's the Titan X and all that other garbage like scams and bullshit coins. Absolute trash. That's such a shame, man. They stole so much money from people. It's ridiculous. I mean, not steal so much, but like it was just shit. Like your ETH got locked up or whatever. I never, thank God, got into any of that junk. Just no way. Just can't touch that kind of shit. Jake from State Farm, I remember now. Yeah, man. Like it's just, yeah, no bueno. No bueno. So let's take a look, see if Richard's done anything else recently. If there's any spicy tweets. Chris Hicks is asking, do you think this platform was created to reduce sell pressure? If this platform is designed for OTC whales can get it out without hurting the price? I think so. Yes, I think that's what this is. I think it lets people get out OTC, but without having to do trust, with mathematical proof that it's really like happening. It's got to be, right? It's got to be. Recent tabs closer to real time. 2 hours ago. Oh shit, look, this guy just threw his hex away and will get no credit. Don't be like this guy. Yeah. He threw away 10 million hex, $13,500. Oh, what an idiot. Oh my God. That sucks. Yeah, Richard said not approved token. No. Very naughty. Very naughty. Oh my God, this person has a balance of 30 ETH. Sheesh. Oh, they're not going to miss that 13 grand then. No big deal. Oh my God, slaughtered. Good riddance. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Oh, my bags. My bags. So this is cool. This is exactly what we want to get rid of, is just people who were he was going to sell that hex down and sack it anyway. So that was deleted and burnt. So that's bullish. Super bullish. That's cool. NovaCav. David, did you did a vid on Goat Feeder a while back, and that lasted a long ass time with zero positive price action from Pulse. If backed by an actual parabolic asset, a lot of potential there. Yeah, that was an interesting little smart contract with the degen protocol. Yeah. And those guys are the NFT validators that we made with them, that I helped them make. Those are still up and running. So yeah, that's yeah. That was fun. That was a good one. And then because the Goat Feeder, I think, was a fork of Elephant Money from Ethereum. And then Donnie D forked that. So that was fun. I actually made money on the Goat Feeder. Not a lot, but it worked out until that particular portion of the contract ran dry. So yeah, I enjoy a little degen protocol. I dabble in things, You gotta have some fun, man. Because for me, like, crypto's like video games. Like, I like video games. I've always been a gamer. That's how I got into computers. And so I like to play with this. Like, what's the point of having all these coins if you're not going to have a little fun with a little bit of them, Speculation, a little gambling, a little, I gotta have fun. live a little. Try some shit out, Don't go all in, but, there's nothing wrong with doing a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there, if you could afford it, right? Little discretionary spending. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, Donnie D's a good guy. Yeah. Donnie D's, he's smart, man. He's a wicked smart developer, dude. Like, I am jealous. I wish I had those kind of skills, man, because he can code and make websites and make contracts, and it's like, whoa, it just blows my mind. I couldn't write a smart contract to save my life, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm just not that smart. I wish. I'm just a regular guy. I'm not no coder. Like, that's cool. I respect that a lot. If you can, like, make your own contracts in the blockchain, like, wow, like, imagine the shit you could make. Maybe I could vibe code some crap with Grok, but I can't do it. Donnie does. No way. It would take me years to learn all that, like how to connect and how to, yeah, it's just so much. XQBet. Damn, I've just woken up after 10 hours sleep and all this happened. Missed the dip as well, I see. Yeah, it's okay, XQBet. That dip was way too fast, man. Nobody caught that dip. That dip was like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, I mean, it was like an hour, 2 hours. Like, yeah, it's too fast. It's too fast. And we're already higher now. So it's like it never even happened. It never even happened. It was just people trading places, One guy gave up his bags and somebody else took it from him and said, "Here, take my cash. Here's, give me your coins." It's just a trading of hands here, which is cool. It was a big move. I mean, man, even Inc. Yeah, now it says it's up 9. Hex coming back down. Yep. So expect massive volatility. And a lot of people haven't even woken up yet, right? And are sleeping. Because what time is it now? It's almost 1 in the morning here on the East Coast. So, yeah. Yeah, how I made it. Yeah, AI can do it for you now. Yeah, maybe with vibe coding I could do more. Mad Mullet 69. Nice name. Not sacrificing less CRH on live stream, holding up the current newspaper. This whole thing feels off. All right, I will admit his tweets the other day were a little out of, like, unexpected, right? This is all unexpected. Yeah, this is all coming at you fast and hot. And his tweets were a little, but if we actually look though, I'll show you the replies that I knew it was him, because there was one in particular. Yeah, rumor alert. Richard Hart's X account has been hacked for over a week. And then show more replies. Richard replied, "Idiot." Yeah, dude. Like, he's just fucking with people. Like, it's him. It's Richard. And then there was another reply he had to a totally different thread, which was hysterical. Where was it? Take a look here. Yeah, he's been replying to all of the usuals. Like he's been tweeting other accounts. Richard is tweeting to bigger accounts out there to try to, like reply guy basically to big names, which is what you're supposed to do on Twitter to get the. If you ask Grok about the Twitter algorithm, yeah, you want to only talk to people who have more followers than you, because then more eyeballs see it. Like, here's a big one. They're like, token sales are so back. This is Brian Armstrong, the CEO and founder at Coinbase. Brian says, token sales are so back. Launching tokens has always been the core part of the crypto ecosystem. Blah, blah, blah. And then Richard Hart, it's funny that you mentioned that 3 hours ago. So just perfect timing. I mean, even Brian Armstrong, he didn't even accidentally is tweeting token sales are so back. And then Richard Hart launches one like hours later. Like, oh God, it's peak, man. This is so good. This is like the best content. Like, oh, you can't make this shit up, man. You can't fake this, dude. So that's one reason how this is real. Like, that's Richard. I guarantee you that's Richard. And then, and Richard here too, this is the last post in this thread. Do not fall for imposters. Do not fall for fake support. Do not fall for wallet drainers. Do not fall for fake dApps. When you connect, you're going to get this bullshit warning, and it's okay to click the X on it. So you can even tell it's Richard because he's out here warning people about the dangers of crypto and trying to, do not click on bullshit links. Do not fall for drainers. Like, only send your coins to the correct address. Like, so it's him. It's definitely him. It talks like him, sounds just like him. You know? Who's this? Like David Sachs. Yeah, AI and crypto are two of the most important computer science breakthroughs of our lifetime. You only need to have a medical problem or have a bank account closed to see why they're so important. Through that, man. Well said. God damn. God damn. Novicav says, in case nobody's noticed, Sailor's perpetual dividend-paying preferred stocks are very similar to Elephant Money, both Sailor and Teller MIT grads. Things that make you say, oh shit, are you serious? Oh my God. I didn't know that. I didn't know Bank Teller was an MIT grad. Oh my God. Well, there you go. So it's like a, what do you call it? Like recycling or rehypothecation, or, I'm sure they got some fancy word for doing it, but yeah, that's cool. Okay. Good to know. There you go. Makes a lot of sense. Foreign investor says, so SAC only ETH or DAI? Yeah, personally, I'm going to be sacking Ethereum on Ethereum, right? So that way there's no possible chance of any kind of, rejection, right? Not on the Pulse chain, not on nothing. I'm not sacrificing Pulse, no hacks, just Ethereum on Ethereum, right? That's me personally. I would recommend Ethereum on Ethereum. That's what you want to be sacking if you're into this. Yeah. Whaley, it says one Ethereum validator on ETH is $109,000 right now. And that only pays 3% per year. So that sucks. Being a Pulse chain validator is way better than being an Ethereum validator. Way better. Who has $109,000 worth of Ethereum to go stick on an Intel NUC computer? Like, nobody. That's crazy. With 109 grand, if you had that and you wanted to spend that on Pulse chain validators, like, dude, you'd have like over 100 validators. Holy shit. And then that would make you like 10% a year, like 10 grand a year in more Pulse. So that's almost like you're buying $1,000 worth of Pulse chain every month for free. It's like $1,000 of Pulse chain for free if you were to stake that much in Pulse chain. That's crazy. Yeah, vets in crypto don't pick up pennies in front of freight trains. True that. Well said. Yes, that's true too. There's nothing wrong with just sticking in the core coins and chilling. Yep. Degen is still a thing. Good working project. That's Crypto Black Sheep and Donnie run that one. I just helped with the validator NFTs. I just run the validators in the data center. They're still going, man. Still cooking. Oh yeah, never turn off, dude. 24/7. Ever since the Pulse chain came out, the validator data center's been doing great. Franklin, I see some spelling errors in the RH tweets. Yeah. Yep. Vets in crypto. Yeah. Proof of life. 2 days until live stream. Yeah. Because I'm assuming that where Richard went as well, and yeah, that's totally. So I'd be very happy to see a Richard proof of life stream for sure. But even here's another proof of life though, is like there is no Elon Musk of science. Richard Hart Dyson sphere, LOL. The Dyson vacuum. A Dyson sphere is in science fiction, and we haven't invented it yet. But it's like solar panels that completely go around the sun, and then you get all of the electricity from the sun, and that's called a Dyson sphere. And then that's your civilization has so much electricity. You've got like starships, and you can already live forever at that point. We'll already reach medical escape velocity like Richard wants. So, but that's, he's joking here. But he did say Bell Labs and Richard Feynman weren't too bad. Yeah, true. Although Feynman, yeah. Bell Labs is cool. Bell Labs invented so much shit. And then I remember someone shared investing tip in a chat room once. They said, you know what my secret is? I just never sell at a loss. I very often think about that. I think some people call this 0 to hero. Like, yeah, man. Hell yeah. So it's definitely Richard. I think he's alive. He's fine. He's not under any duress, I don't think. And like he's even talked to Brian Johnson, the guy who wants to live forever. like maintaining your drive, hippies and trippies tend to lay. He's like talking about mushrooms with the guy who wants to live forever. So yeah, it's 100% Richard. And there was another tweet where it was even like he talked about like like his favorite snack. I'm actually an asshole, and now you're taking my compliment back. Yeah. Yeah, so it's definitely Richard. He talks like this. This is him. A lot of us are on the work forever, even though we don't have to trip. Yeah. Yeah. Sunlight Live says people who think that's not RH tweeting on his X account have gone too far into the conspiracy theory mindset. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I mean, I was a little nervous at first, but now with these replies, it's obviously Richard. Yeah, I'm not worried at all anymore. But the other day, when the first when he just did the Mr. Prove tweet with nothing else or like coinciding, that was bizarre. That was like out of left field. I was like, yeah, yeah. What's your favorite thing to eat nowadays, girl? It's like, yeah, it's that's Richard. Richard is fine. Richard is okay. He's eating his favorite food. Oh my god. So yeah, it's Richard, right? This is Richard. You know, if you know where Pulse Chain got its name from 14 pulses, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's him. He's fine. We're good. We're good. Everything's good, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. So when I saw this, I knew everything was okay. Everything's gonna be just fine, guys. I promise you. Oh. And then yeah, he had the graphic design contest, $10,000. And yeah. Yeah. Crazy. So yeah, so you can go down that rabbit hole and then okay. Wow, now the price is settling off right back where it was. You see, guys, it's just like nothing even happened. If you were sleeping right now and you woke up, it's like it didn't even bother you. You know what I mean? We've been sitting here having a good time chilling, so yeah, it's all good. No worries here either. Yeah, right, Jonathan? Yeah, Jonathan Hexgland. Yeah. It's definitely Richard. He's fine and alive. Everything's doing great. So I'm not worried about him anymore. This is legit, and it's Richard. So yeah, here we are. So that's it, guys. The sack is live. ProveX is stacking. So you got 21 days to think about it. Think about it. If you want to get involved, that's cool. If it's a pre-order, right? It's like pre-ordering a video game. Without seeing any demo or any gameplay footage. This is really what it is. You're really pre-ordering a game that has no screenshots. There's no videos. There's no nothing. I mean, Richard's still freaking, he just picked the name and the logo. You're watching him build it live. So, you gotta, definitely patience. I think gonna need patience for sure. Right? Because who knows how long it could take to come out. Pulse Chain took 2 years. Hex took 2 years. This might take 2 years. So, people are going to start sacking and then crying that it won't come out. That'd be a bummer. So, I have a feeling, though, if I just had to guess, most people who sacrificed for Pulse Chain or PulseX probably aren't going to sack as much for this because of the price performance of Pulse Chain and PulseX over the past 2 years. Because if you did sack smaller and you've been holding the whole time and you didn't stake and it's just sitting there, yeah, you're probably not very pleased, right? Understandably so, But you just got to understand that the technology and the price chart are not always connected, right? That the price does up and down based on people buying and selling and emotion. Richard does a tweet and it goes down and then, it goes back up. And yet nothing about the technology of Pulse Chain has changed. Like it's the same as it was before, and that's, I look at the price now, it's right back to where it was. So the price chart is just a picture of human emotion over time, right? You know, so my advice is just don't get involved in this kind of action. Never buy or sell during these kinds of violent moves or turbulent times. And if you yourself are emotional and you're like, oh, fuck Richard in this new sack, or like, yeah, I'm so excited, I'm gonna sack it all. Like, I would recommend just think about it, sleep on it. You got 3 weeks, there's no rush. Like, you got a little bit of time. At least everybody here right now, you're early. And we are the early adopters. Like if you're watching my show, you're already in the game. You're already ahead of the curve. You're here at the very beginning. So, the ball is in your court. You can take your time, get yourself a couple grand, maybe peel off a couple racks and throw it in if you're feeling speculative. Cool. If not, no big deal. It's totally optional. Mr. MGR 1986 is ProveX on Pulse Chain. Yeah, I think it's going to be a PRC20 token on Pulse Chain. And then he asks, is ProveX a new blockchain? Not a blockchain. Nope, I don't think so. It's gonna be a token on the Pulse Chain. Yeah. Hey, Finbear official. Good morning, my man. What's happening? MD Nomal says, if you sack your cores for shiny new objects, you've already lost. Probably. Right? Yeah. And thankfully, and I think it was a good idea but for Richard to not allow any Pulse Chain coins to be sacked. I think it's smart, forces people to sack the other stuff. Totally. Yo, what's up, Dr. Dajira? What's happening, my man? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, good to see you guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, veterans. Yeah, all you guys here, you guys are the OGs. You know what's up. So this is going to be fun. I would enjoy a few million points. Yeah, hell yeah. 10,000 points for $1. So $1,000 gets you a million points. Yeah, a grand gets you a million coins. Not bad. That's not bad, right? We're in this for the speculation. Because then if it 100x's, you turn $1,000 into $100,000. I did something very similar with Hex. I mean, that's my story. You guys know me. I mean, I got my Hex tattoo. Let me pull that out. Right? Like I took a couple $100 in one wallet and I paid off all my student loans with Hex, like 50 G's, man, with like a couple $100 during when Hex first came out, Like I was poor, like I wasn't rich. I had only a couple $100, but that shit changed my life, paid off all my student loans in one shot because of Hex. So yeah, I mean, yeah, let's do it again. Let's do it again. I didn't think I replied to Richard on it. He was like, I heard if you say Richard Hart 5 times in your tweet, he magically appears as a reply guy. Richard Hart, Richard Hart, Richard Hart. LOL. Holy shit. Jesus. Yeah, that's cool. So, yeah. Yeah. Corey says, I remember you singing my lyrics at Naga's Mansion Party. Those were the days. Hell yeah, man. That was awesome. Yeah, I was lit. That was a great ass party. Naga's party in Vegas a couple years ago was amazing. That was awesome. That was like a private Hexican concert. That was so damn cool. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah. Thanks, Vets. Yeah, man. And that's the truth. Hex changed my life, right? You can take crypto's the only place that I know where you can take a couple $100 and you can make tens of thousands in like months or a year, or a couple of years. Like you can make bank in crypto, right? That's why we're here. Hey, Trevor, have a good night, my man. You sleep easy. Yeah, it's getting late. Jeez, it's 1 o'clock in the 1 o'clock in the East Coast here. I was not expecting to be on stream tonight. I Richard was announced this. So I was like, hey, so I gotta do something. Nobody else was streaming, so I was like, let me pop on because this is wild. This is absolutely wild. I did not expect him to release the sacrifice right now today. Like this came out of left freaking field. No idea this was going to happen at all. So yeah, totally wild. Yeah, Vets in Crypto. Let's get it going on a double. Yeah, man. You could have sold it on a double. Yeah. So ProveX, man, now the question is, and nobody knows the answer, but are only a little bit of people going to sacrifice for this and not a lot? And then the coin, when it comes out, just explodes? Or is it going to be like Hex and Pulse Chain where it just kind of, too many people sacrificed and it was way too hyped and it never really got a chance? I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Bear, how about a quick recap for us that recently woken? Yeah, I mean, basically the ProveX sacrifice is live. We are, totally by surprise, just came out. We've got 3 weeks for the best price. And this is the chart right here. Let's go over this chart. Yeah. So we've got 3 weeks of the best possible price. And then December 3rd or December 2nd, then you start getting less per dollar and it gets more expensive to sacrifice, more expensive. And then the last few days is just the flat 75% bonus, and then you pay the absolute worst price. And then it's over on January 9th. So you basically got 3 weeks to, think about it, move your funds around if you're interested in sacking, if you're gonna do something. Yeah, we got 3 weeks basically for the best opportunity to get in. So, and then because Richard said only, no Pulse Chain coins allowed, no Pulse Chain coins to be sacrificed. So me personally, I want to do Ethereum on Ethereum. I think that's the safe bet. It's easy to do. Yeah, like look at this guy who threw his Hex away and get no credit. Don't be like this guy. Yeah, do not be like this guy. Do not sacrifice Hex. Don't do that. Like you want to sacrifice Ethereum, man. Just Ethereum for me. That's what I'm going to do. That's the easiest to get too. You could just buy it from some exchange and then just sack it away. All right, that's the way to do it. Recap for the bear. Yeah, who's starting to pool for the 2x? Oh, geez, I don't know. Not me. No pooling here. No. Because the problem with the pooling is the paying out. And now, yeah, I mean, yeah. I've been in some pools. I did a pool and it worked out fine. And shout out to the, who did the payouts for that? I think it was Vince. I think Crypto Vince did the payouts. Some of those guys. So yeah, that was cool. So, pooling works. But you got to trust the people you're in the pool with. You need to have a cap. No $1 billion. That's the one. Yeah, I think this is the same old, Vets in Crypto. I think this is the same SAC rules as previous. So yeah, if you can pool up $1 billion with some banker friends, then you can be number one. I think it's still, pools are still possible. To pool your cash to get a better, whoever sacks the most money gets the most coins. It still works. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Finbear says, I'll fly solo this time. Yeah, me too. Sunlight Live, good that the best rate lasts just beyond the end of the month for those to get paid by their employer at the end of the month. Yeah, man. Yeah, is it? You get like yep. You got, if payday's on January or December 1st, then yep, you got 24 hours to sack after you get paid. Yep, totally. Dan Best says December 2nd is the Hex launch anniversary. Oh my God. Wow. Oh man, did he time this to be with the Hex anniversary? Is it the 5-year anniversary? Was it 2020? No, or 2019. It was December 2019. This will be the 6-year anniversary of Hex. Holy shit. Wow. Good call. That's good. Remember all those that code tuned to sacrifice after it was closed? Yes. Pulse Chain and PulseX. All those people were still sacrificing after Richard said stop for like weeks. They were throwing in like thousands of dollars. Yeah, that was crazy. That was insane. I remember that. You're absolutely right. People were just sacrificing everything. And that's why the price, is down, is because it was oversubscribed. It was all that FOMO and all that purchasing power was all front loaded. Everybody sacked everything they had. And then they waited the 2 years and then it came out and then they really gave it up. They're like, oh shit. And it was, the reality wasn't like the FOMO. And then that was the show. So will that happen with this one? I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to find out. We will find out. We will see. I bet that it's not going to be as popular. Not as many people are going to sack for this as the Pulse chain or Pulse X. Pulse X, that was the real big one because a lot of people missed Pulse chain, so they only sacrificed for Pulse X. That one was way oversubscribed. Way oversubscribed. You guys remember that guy K4K Crypto who was all talking about how Pulse X is going to be the best coin with the buy and burn and all that shit? I remember telling him in Vegas at the Hex conference that Pulse Chain would do better. I was like, no, I'm going to be a validator. Like, fuck Pulse X. It's like, like, oops. Oh, shit. I mean, I want them to all do good. Like, I don't want to see any Richard Hart coins do bad either, but it is what it is, you know? Might have been Kevin, too. Man, or MCR. I'm not sure what that is. Man, we're passing the 1/3 milestone. Crazy, yeah. 2019, one more year until many pull their principal from the 15-year stakes. What are the 15? Yeah, 15-year stakes are, we got like 10 more years, 9 more years. Nova Cab, yeah, you remember, right? Like, where did he go? You know, it's like, ooh, like, damn. But, you know, and nice guy. I like K4K. He was a cool dude. I feel bad, you know. It sucks. It sucks because a lot of people, it was just FOMO. It was pure FOMO. Yeah. 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 Nice guy. Wish him well. Yeah. You know, it's, you know, and it's like super into it. And like, that's awesome. Like, believed in it and was there at the conference and with us. Like, that's awesome. Like, I totally respect that. It just, and it sucks. That makes you actually really sad when it doesn't work out. That sucks. That sucks. You know? Yeah. Well, so I am glad the pulse chain validating has been fantastic. You know, even with the price being down, we're still getting that 10%. You know, if you got pulse, they're money printers, man. I mean, I literally fucking sell money printing machines, guys. I don't know what else to say. Like, this is like it's a fucking money printing, crypto printing machine, guys. Like, for $2,000. And then you slap your coins in and you get 10% more coins. So, yeah. Because I've got more stakes now than when I started with. And then, yeah. So, I like validating. It's good. It's fun. It works good. I like mining. That's why I like Hex too. I like mining. And, you know, whatever I can do to get more coins every day, I love it. Nova Cav, yeah, wish him well, but you have to just laugh at the cast of characters we've been exposed to throughout the years. Yeah, man, it happens and everything. Yeah, quite a cast of characters. Oh, yeah. You got to be careful, you know? You do. You know, I'm just a normal guy, right? I'm an IT guy and crypto nerd. Richard Hart changed my life. That's why I'm hardcore and I'm dedicated. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because he changed my life. I've seen it. It's real. This is not bullshit. Hex was awesome. Changed my life. And Pulse Chain, you know, we're only 2 years in. It's just the beginning. You know, we've just started. You know, Richard was mining Bitcoin back when it was worth like 50 cents, and he bought the top at like $20. Yeah, now where's Bitcoin now? $103,000. Yeah. Let's go to the daily chart on Bitcoin. Yeah, look at Bitcoin now. You know, over 10 years old, went from a penny to $100,000. So if you're in it for the long haul, yeah, it is just like buying gold or buying the stock market or buying the QQQs and the NASDAQ. It's like the shit just goes up and to the right forever. As long as there's more humans being born and more humans buying shit, it's just one big Ponzi scheme. Like, life is a big Ponzi scheme. Like, the shit just goes up forever as long as we're all okay. You know? Right? Like, that's the plan. See, up and to the right, Bitcoin. Up and to the right, you know? Look at Bitcoin. Oh my God. Yeah, there you go. There's the whole life of Bitcoin from 2015 to now. Look at that chart, you know? And like, you know, people crying back here. People lost everything. They sold. They got done out. And me, I personally cut my teeth in 2017. 2018 and the Ethereum ICO boom right here. I remember when Bitcoin hit this back for Christmas. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is when I was born and forged in fire. Like this is where my crypto journey started right here at the beginning. So I've seen it all. I've seen this shit. Then we had the double top at 65K that Richard called, and then here we are now. Like, I mean, it's a long road, but yeah, as long as you buy and hold, you really cannot lose. You really can't lose. Like you just can't. Just buy and hold. Just buy and hold and forget about it. Same with this, man. Like this is gonna be nothing on the, when you zoom out like Bitcoin, this will eventually it'll look like that, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin chart looks just like this. It's just a flat line of nothing for years and years and years. Then all of a sudden, boom, it fucking explodes, blows your mind, changes your life. That's what we're in for. That's why I'm here. That's in crypto. You don't have enough pulse. Yeah, man. Final boss K. Motion higher. Yes, higher. Yes, we go higher. If crayon eating ass banged around enough to figure out running a validator, then you can as well. Put in the time. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, happy birthday yesterday. Right? Were you? Yeah. Crayon eating? Yeah, happy birthday. When in doubt, zoom out. Fuck yeah. Yeah, exactly. When in doubt, zoom out. Great. Yo, what an awesome expression. I'm stealing that. Thank you. When in doubt, zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. Yeah, man. Same with Ethereum. When in doubt, zoom out. Let's zoom out on ETH. Same thing. Yeah. Oh, man. Good times. Yeah, there's 2018 right there. Went to like $1,300, back down to 400. And then right here in December 2019, I was sacking Hex or sacking ETH for Hex at like $100 or whatever. Like right down here, this is when Hex came out, man. We were buying ETH and sacking. That's what changed my life right here, dude. Putting in like 5 Ethereum, like $500, man, into Hex, dude. Changed my life. Like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars paid my student loans just because of this right here. So really just patience, that's all. So don't get scared by shit like today, or the current moves and all this. Like, don't sell because of ProveX. Like, just the technology never changed. Like, God, whoever did this is fucking wrecked. Like, oh, whoever sold right here, whoever sold all their pulls for 2,000, like, dude, somebody made the bottom tonight, somebody got wrecked and they probably bought higher. It's like, that sucks. Don't be that guy, don't be that guy. Just don't sell at the bottom, just hold on. You'll be okay. I promise it'll be okay. Yeah, man. Vets in crypto, Marine. Yeah. Awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Zoomins, thanks for being the only one streaming about this amazing stuff, bro. Oh, my pleasure, man. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I couldn't resist. Tonight. This is historic. I love streaming for historic moments. Even I think on my old YouTube videos, I got the Hex adoption amplifier. I streamed on the big payday. I streamed on the day Pulse Chain came out. Yeah, man. I streamed on the day Hedron came out. Icosa. Like, oh man, yeah, seen it all, man. So many good days. This is a great one. This is cool. This is crazy. I mean, we're making new higher lows. I mean, it's volatile, dude. We're getting wrecked out here. Fortunes are being won and lost as we speak in front of our eyes. It's fun to watch. Yeah, speculate. Enough will hit one eventually. Yeah. And that's the thing too, is as long as it's got product market fit, as long as it's not a scam, as long as it's a real crypto and you hold on, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Yeah, definitely. Especially with Pulse Chain. It's a fork of Ethereum. So it's cool. It does a lot of stuff. It's a full on, Ethereum virtual machine, a Turing complete computer. You can write whatever programs you want in it, called smart contracts, and it'll basically do whatever you want. I got the drop on Hexo. I can't believe it, right? Usually Hexo's pretty quick to the draw too. So totally. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm sure Hexo will be on tomorrow, though, for sure. Hexo is the king of streaming. He did that, what? I forget how many days he did straight. Was it 555 or was it more than that? It was like 650 something days in a row he streamed. Almost 2 years or something crazy. That was awesome. Yeah, Hexo's live streams were fantastic back in the day. Yeah, that was always a good time. And now he ratios everybody on Twitter. I mean, he destroys them. When Hexo does it, like they're cooked. Let's see, Hexo. See what Hexo's doing. Yeah, Hexo. Like he destroys guys in his replies. Let me see where's his latest ratio? Oh, Hexologist, guys, I've been following RH since 2017. Bought Hex day one. Streamed for 352 days straight. Snacked for PulseX and PulseX. Rode Hex up to 56 cents. Subpoenaed by the SEC. That's right. I forgot. A bunch of the guys got subpoenaed by them for no fucking reason because they thought they were being paid by Richard. Rode Hex down 99%. And you think this will shake me out? 2 hours ago. Bruh. Love you, Hexo. What a fucking legend. Absolute legend. Yeah, love Hexologist. What a guy. You know, like, yeah. And then he goes on to, who's that other dude he ratioed? Was it Binance itself? And then they muted his reply. Imagine in 2 hours you could have got a 50% return on your buy only in crypto. Yeah, he's looking at the chart. Yeah. Like if you just bought that dip on Pulse Chain, you could have just made 50% in fucking 2 hours. You had to be quick though, man. I mean, you got to be fast. Like these are 5-minute candlesticks here. Like you got to be quick to catch that. Yeah, that's tough. You got to be right place, right time. You know, you got to, and then you have your wallet ready. Like even me, like I got to get my laptop out. I got to fucking turn it on. It's like, takes a few minutes to get warmed up. You got to log in. So that's hard to catch the, remember the time RH got everyone to Corey Costa 2 hours ago? You had to be there. Yo. Oh my God. Yeah, that's in crypto. Everything will be okay. Right. Hexo Marine. Yeah. Yeah, our RG3 is also Marine. That's right. Yeah, we got a lot of Marines in the community. Hell yeah, absolutely. Marines are hardcore too. So it's like, you know, those are the guys I want to foxhole with me. That's for goddamn sure. Hell yeah, brother. Goddamn right. Hardcore motherfuckers who are fucking, yes, sir. So I guess people are swapping cores for cryptos that they can sacrifice since the ProveX went live. That's what it looks like. Yeah, looks like I think that's what happened right here. I think some people say, give me Ethereum. And I don't know if I have it on here. I think let me see it. Right here. So this is wrapped Ether on the Pulse chain. So if you're on pulsex.com and you buy wrapped ETH, this is it right here. And it looks like it did dump, but then went up just as like quick or even faster. So maybe, I mean, it also did a little pump too. It's kind of mimicking the same moves. So tough to say. It's actually cheaper to buy Ethereum on Pulse chain right now than it is on Coinbase. This is Coinbase Ethereum. That's $3,452. Then on the Pulse chain, it's $42, $43 cheaper. So you can actually get a little bit of a discount on Ethereum if you buy on the Pulse chain. Then you got to go over the bridge back to Pulse chain though. So that's going to cost you, and you're going to pay the 0.3% fee. So that's probably where you're going to lose it. So like, it's probably not a good deal to try to bridge out Ethereum in order to sack. I say just buy Ethereum right from Coinbase and just fucking sack that. Just sack raw ETH if you got it. Or if you just got ETH in your MetaMask, I would just sack that. Personally. Yeah, set those limit orders, peeps. If you can find them, yeah. If there's a website that works. Sack site is down for a bit, taking a break. Yeah, let's take a look. Is it still broken? Refreshed, okay. Oh my God, we're already at $175,000. There's already 3.5 billion points. Maybe 3.5 billion tokens. Oh shit, here. Oh, where's that meme? Where's the like, oh shit, here we go again. Can I just pull up this one picture? You guys ever seen this meme? The yeah, for the Grand Theft Auto. It's like, oh shit, here we go again. That's exactly what it feels like right now, man. Here we go again. So we're already at $175,000, and it's been open for like 6 hours or a couple hours even. I don't remember what time Richard put it out. This is just like just happened. Richard. When is the exact time of the tweet? 4 hours ago. Okay. So we're 4 hours in. And we're already at 175 grand sacked. Damn. It's going. All right. So yeah, it's happening. It's happening. The Ron Paul fucking meme. It's happening. Oh my God. Holy shit. So it's cooking. Yeah. Total sacrifice is 514. Damn. So there's been 514 deposits and it's already at $175,000. Oh my God. Yeah, Richard Hart's a genius, man. Like, there's a reason why he's the richest person in all of crypto, and he has like all the Ethereum and all the DAI and all the Hex and all the Pulse Chain and all the PulseX, and he's gonna have all the ProveX. Richard Hart pretty much has all the coins in crypto. He's won the game. He beat the game. He's the best. He did it. This is insane. It's insane. Everything he does is just fucking gold. It's wild. ProveX info site won't even load for me. Yeah, it's been getting so slammed. It's so busy. I think it's just getting crushed right now. I can't even imagine. Yeah, there's a lot of people visiting, a lot of people sacking, apparently. Oh, yeah. Here's number one. First place point, $17,000 sacked. Okay. All right. So 17 grand is number one. Number two is a solid $10,000. Nice. Number three is $6,000 sacked. Number four is $5,500. So on and so on and so on. So there you go, guys. There's your leaderboard right there. So pretty crazy. It's already big numbers. Big numbers. XQBet. I don't know if you have a VPN on or not. I would try maybe turning off a VPN or turning on a VPN. Could be a DNS issue, but I also had the same problem where the website wasn't loading earlier. So I think it's like the web server, to be honest with you. Yep. Oh, damn. It's already begun. They're already sacking big bucks. So that's, now just for comparison, I mean, like, I don't know if I've said of how much I sacked personally. I forget. But, individuals for Pulse Chain and PulseX were sacking way more than this. Like, way more. Like houses. I know, guys, it's sold houses and sacked houses. Like they're, could have paid mortgages, but sacrificed instead of paying a mortgage. I know guys like that. So, yeah, I bet it's DNS. Yeah, some rare DNS on my network now. Yeah, see, yep, it's always DNS. Always. That's just like the Amazon outages recently. And like whenever Google has an outage, dude, Amazon, always DNS. Always. Yeah, man. It's true. It's a big thing for nerds, IT nerds. Yeah, I know how to clean up. Actually, I know a lot about DNS. I know how to set up DNS on a Windows domain server from scratch, like to go in and turn it into a DNS server and then set it up correctly and then set up your DNS forwarders and you can do, yeah, yep. So totally. It's always DNS, which is like the phone book of the internet. It's the domain name service. So when you type in google.com in your web browser, the computer actually translates that into an IP address number. And that's what DNS is. So it's like a phone book. Like you look up the name and then it gives you the phone number. And 99% of the time, that's what breaks in the internet. I use Cloudflare and Quad 9 DNS right now. Okay. Yeah, Cloudflare's, their IP address is 1.1.1.1. Yep, I know Cloudflare very well. Yep. It is very fast. They have a very fast DNS server as well. You also use Google. Google's DNS server is 8.8.8.8. If you put that in your DNS, that will go to Google. And then I used to use OpenDNS. Their server is 208.67.222.222. I still remember those. Oh, man. Yep. Sometimes it helps to put DNS servers like manually. You can hard code them on your computer or in your firewall. Testing out some privacy-friendly DNS. Nice. Yeah, sadly, OpenDNS, they got purchased by Cisco. Ugh. Cisco, the guys who built the Great Firewall of China. And yeah, I mean, well, they were made the best networking technology, especially back in the day, right? Years ago. Now their shit sucks. They're getting hacked left and right. Cisco used to be the best. It was the fastest. It was the most expensive. It was the best networking equipment, especially in the .com bubble. Their stock was legendary. I mean, go back to fucking, here you go. Here, you want to see some crazy shit? Just go to Cisco Systems on the NASDAQ, and then go to the daily chart and zoom out and go back to 2000 if it'll let us. Go to the monthly chart. Yeah, there you go. There's 2000. There's the .com bubble. Look at the .com bubble. Can you zoom in here? Oh, wrong way. Yeah, here's the .com bubble in the year 2000. When Cisco, it reached an all-time high of $80 a share. And then it crashed all the way down to $8. So people lost 90% of their money in, about a year. If you held on to Cisco from 2000 to 2001, you lost 90% of your money, just like a shitcoin. And then look how many years it took to get out of the hole. I mean, if you bought the top, you still haven't even broken even since the .com bubble in the year 2000. Like they are fucking wrecked for a decade. That's a decade of fucked right there. If you bought any of this, in the .com bubble, you got destroyed. And this is a real company making real firewalls. These guys built the fucking internet, and their stock was a fucking shitcoin for fucking 15 years, 25 years. So this right here, I think, goes to show it doesn't matter how good your technology is or what the product is or the company. The price chart is totally unrelated to the actual thing. Like the price chart is pure human emotion. Like this was one of the biggest bubbles in all of humanity, in the .com bubble, right? If you had a .com after your company name, you could have borrowed money from a bank and you could have been a millionaire for nothing. It was, it was like the ICO in 2017 in crypto, like the AI bubble. I mean, we're in an AI bubble right now. You know what I mean? But there's a chance, like NVIDIA. Let's pull up NVIDIA's stock market. Here you go. Here's the AI bubble. I'll show you. Yeah, there's fucking NVIDIA's chart. These guys make graphics cards, by the way, for video games. Their chart, if you bought it at any time in the past since 2000, since the .com bubble, it was like, what, a fucking $1.40? It was nothing. Up until 2022. It wasn't even until COVID that it actually started to really go up to over $15. This is NVIDIA. They make fucking video cards. Now look at it. They're like, oh, we need it for crypto mining. And then it kind of pumped in 2021 and oh, now we need it for AI. And now it's the whole stock market. It's like bigger than the GDP of most countries. So the question is this an AI bubble? Is this going to pop? Probably yes. I want to say yes. I think this is another bubble. I think it will pop. I don't think AI is going to unlock enough GDP to save it. Because that's what, NVIDIA is saying, that's what Elon is saying, well, with AI and robots, these valuations are good because we're going to have robots make so much stuff. We'll all make so much money. We'll make the bubble, blow it up forever. You think so? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think this is going to burst eventually. I don't think AI is going to save us and make productivity infinitely great. You know, Grok and Chat GPT, yeah, they're cool, but they're not that cool. XQBet. What would you say the best switches out there now? Cisco lost the game? Yeah, sorry I'm being off topic, but interesting. No, I love talking about networking. We can talk about that all night. I'm thinking about buying Microsoft stock every year, 20 years in a row. Every year I say too late. Yeah, you are definitely too late now. Definitely too late now for Microsoft. Do not buy Microsoft. They're at the fucking all-time high of all-time highs. It is, yeah, any time in the past would have been good. I'm sorry. Yeah, Microsoft, I wouldn't buy that chart with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't spend your money on that chart. No way, man. Not at $500. There's no fucking way Microsoft is worth $500 a share. Especially now that Elon just made macro hard. Elon said he's going to replace every product that these guys make. So Elon's going to put them out of fucking business, man. Microsoft they're cooked. You know, and Windows 11 sucks ass. And they fired all their engineers and they hired a bunch of outsourced third-party Indians to do their tech support, and they're using AI for their patches, and their products are starting to suck. And they're trying to jam Copilot and Chat GPT down your throat with your Office.com subscription. So yeah, Microsoft is fucking cooked. These guys are done. Like, they are doomed. This is the top. You know, if you got Microsoft stock, fucking sell that shit. It is over. This is definitely, I think, an AI bubble. Like Amazon too, man. Get the fuck out of here. You are not worth that much, bro. This shit is cooked. Yeah, XQBet. Microsoft is driving a lot of their products away from on-premise, and it sucks. Yeah, it's all Office.com. Yep. I was part of that too. I worked at an MSP, so I helped clients move to the Microsoft cloud. Like, I was part of the problem. I did it. Like, I made money doing it back in the day, like years ago, before I was full-time Pulse Chain. So, but, you know, now, to be fair, Office.com, for like $10 a month, you get a fully functional mailbox that you can bring your own .com. You get like 2 terabytes of OneDrive, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Visio, Booking. You get everything for like $10. So they really made it cheap. I mean, they turned what used to be hundreds of dollars of software into a $10 a month subscription. So it's actually not that bad. They did a pretty good job. And 99% uptime. The shit usually works. There's no spam in your mailbox and Office.com. Like, the spam filter is very good. Like, they do a good job. So, you know, I got to give credit where credit's due to Microsoft. Like, they've made a lot of powerful software for businesses that everybody uses. So, I mean, you know, even me as an IT guy, like, if I was to go get a regular job today, like, I'm a Microsoft engineer. Like, it's what I know. I do Windows servers and I do Windows and desktop, laptop deployments. Like, yeah, I'm Microsoft, like, certified. Not officially, but like, I could get the certifications if I wanted to. Like, it wouldn't be that hard. So, yeah, I mean, Microsoft, you know, for businesses, it's the best. Like, I would never run a business on Mac. And even Linux. Well, I mean, I'm running my business on Linux, but, you know, we're crypto nerds, right? Like, I'm a crypto nerd, so I can run my business fully on Linux. Like, but you know, not most people can. Most people use QuickBooks and Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint. So, but this is a fucking bubble, guys. Like, this, I think AI is in a bubble. Here's Coinbase stock. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Palantir. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Meta, they're off the all-time highs, coming back down. I mean, they're getting fucking crushed. Yeah, dude. That's my thoughts on the overall market, is that we're in the AI bubble, which is just like the .com bubble. And I don't know if it's going to get any better or worse. You know, I think it's going to pop eventually. There's going to be winners and losers. I guess SMCI, Supermicro, like, these guys make the actual hardware, and they're getting, like, slaughtered. You know, and it really is just a magnificent seven. Here's Google, all-time fucking highs. Yeah, man, like it's over, bro. It's over. If you've got, any of these equities, man, sell. Take your profits. Because learn from Cisco's mistake, like it's going to be over someday. And these are real companies making real products. Like this is crazy, like they trade like shit coins or meme coins sometimes. Yeah, MicroStrategy. Oof, yeah, they're getting slaughtered. Even with Bitcoin at 100K. So he's doing that rehypothecation trick, huh? Takes his divs to buy more Bitcoin and just recycles it. Crazy. Take a look. All right, volume stopped. Yeah, so some people left, some people bought, Now it's settled right back where it was. Just look at that, like it never happened. Somebody sold the bottom. Somebody just bought this little high right here. Like, now this is only one pool, right? So this is only a fraction of liquidity. This is just wrapped pulse versus USDC from Ethereum. So we're not looking at the whole picture here. Yeah, let's take a look at the SAC again. Let's refresh real quick. See what the new total is. Pretty wild. What are we at now? Yeah, so we got a $13,000 and a $10,000. We got some new big boys. Here we go. Oh shit! We just broke $250,000. There's gonna be 5 billion coins coming out. Oh shit! It's been 743 total sacrifices. Dude, it was 743 total sacks since $250,000. Man. Corey Investor, I've sacked for the night. On to tomorrow. Oh shit! There you go, Corey. Nice. You're doing that daily trick, just like the adoption amplifier for Hex. A lot of people did that back in the day. They would just put a little bit in every day. You just sack every day. Just do, $100 today, $100 tomorrow, $100 the next day, $100 the next day, and you just average in just a little bit, piece by piece. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, bang bang. Says bets in crypto. Hell yeah, man. $250,000. I have a suspicion by the time I wake up, this will be $1 million. So yeah. So, and I think so there are referral links for this. I think you might have to connect your wallet. I just kind of made my own. So provex.validatorstore.com. You can go there. It'll bring you to the ProveX website if you're going to SAC. And we will keep our eyes on this. So this is wild. This is unexpected. Let's check on Richard, see what he's got going on. No, just his it's just a streaming tweet here. Let's see if he's got any new replies. Oh, my mouse is all jacked up. I want you to wait till I'm ready. He's just making fun of people. He's been bashing the noobs, man. He's been ruthless. I love it. Just checked, and most of Europe is not eligible for participating in the whatever sale. Rip for me, I guess. There are other ways to do things. Right? Pioneer. It's like, just, are we to do that because of the corrupt SEC? That's unfortunate, man. That's the U.S. government's fault right there for chilling free speech and for not letting investors spend their money on whatever they want. That is some bullshit. That pisses me off, man. Fuck the SEC. Fuck Gary Gensler. Hate that. What an asshole. So corrupt. Man, we've been just... Oof. Hexicans, man, we're the underdogs, dude. We get our asses kicked, man. Like, if you, for all you guys in chat, you guys are hardcore. So shout out to you guys for being hardcore badasses, man, because we get kicked in the balls every day in this community by the government and everybody else. Like, they hate us. But that means we're winning. Like that means we're right. We're hardcore. That's why because they're the government. The government is always evil. So if they're against us, then we know we're doing something right. That's for damn sure. Yeah, Coin Investor. If you know, you know. Yeah, Logic 33. Yeah, man. Yep. Yep. So, all right, guys. Well, it's real late here. It's almost 2 in the morning. Jonathan Capella, I'm not going anywhere. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, exactly, right? Like we're the hardcore ones. We're in this for the long haul. We're on the right side. We've got the real true decentralized technology. That's not VC backed or not banker backed or government backed. Like the government hates us. I mean, you know, I got this freaking wanted poster of a t-shirt for Richard here. Like we're wanted men. You know, we're like real crypto pirates. We're real cypherpunks. Like the government really hates us. They wanna kill us and put us in jail. Like we're on the run. You know, like rest in peace, Uncle John McAfee. You know, guys like him are like, you know, he's like a hero to me, you know, like an uncle. Richard streamed to them, Hexo streamed to them. Like that was a dude really on the run from his life for the government because they wanted to kill him for taxes and they got him. You know, so like we're really outlaws, like in our own way. You know, we're not violent criminals. We're financial freedom fighters. But they're coming after us, man. This is no joke. This is the real deal. You know, we're on the forefront of freedom. Like we're really fighting for digital rights and free speech. You know? G33, what's your war cry? I don't know, man. It's kind of late too. I can't be screaming too loud. But yeah, man, like, you know, we're out here. We're the real deal. Centralized exchanges are going to be pissed off. Yeah, man, like Brian Armstrong. And like even Richard just replied to Brian Armstrong, every coin that gets listed on Coinbase fucking dumps hard. Like they just wreck you. Yeah. Brian Armstrong, token sales are so back. Launching tokens has always been a core part of the crypto ecosystem. It's been a source of incredible innovation and product development, but it's also caused serious problems. Unfair access, max extraction, and misaligned incentives, all of which harm consumers and prevent crypto from growing. It's like, bro, you are literally part of this fucking problem, Brian. Like, they demand part of the coins. You got to pay them a fee to get listed. And then the day it comes out, they fucking dump on everybody's heads. So, you know, you got to watch out. Brian Armstrong and centralized exchanges are like drug dealers, okay? Think of them like drug dealers, right? Ethereum is like crack or coke. You go in there, you make your transaction, you buy your shit, and you get out. You don't want to hang out with the drug dealer's house. I don't want to sit on his couch and do lines with him. Like, fuck that. No, give me my shit and let me go to my party, okay? I got to get out of here, right? Like, that's how you got to treat these guys. Don't leave your coins on his website. Like, don't be on Coinbase. Like, put it in a real wallet with your keys in a hardware wallet. You know what I mean? Like get off of his website. Like this guy is just a drug dealer, right? Like that's how you got to treat them. You know, you can't leave your cash on there. Even the other day when crypto was crashing, when that huge like liquidation event, where's Bitcoin? Like fucking Coinbase and Binance didn't work. Where was it? All these big wicks here, man. Like, was it this? Was it November 11th? It wasn't even that long ago. And they're like, oh, we're sorry. We had a technical outage. There's a lot of usage. Like, you guys have one job to have a website where people can trade their coins whenever they want. You're telling me it doesn't work? It fucking breaks at the most important time when prices are going crazy? Like, what the fuck? Now, they do that on purpose, too. I also know that Charlie Lee, who invented Litecoin, he used to work at Coinbase. Litecoin was a trick that they made Litecoin in order to trick people and just steal their Bitcoin. And they just made something else to trade. Like Charlie Lee basically admitted it, you know, and he's been out of it for years. And he was an employee at the time at Coinbase when he invented Litecoin. Most people don't even know that. And those guys other employees at Coinbase got in trouble for insider trading at Coinbase. Other coins, they would dump it the day it came out on Coinbase. So these guys, man, you can't trust Brian Armstrong. As much he is in Congress lobbying. So I will give him credit there. He's spending a lot of money in Washington to tell Trump and all the senators and all the Congress people to make the new laws. So Brian Armstrong is basically like telling Trump like what laws he wants to see. And he's donated so much money to the Republicans, they're probably going to do it. So that's good because we want the president and all those corrupt government officials to get bribed so that way crypto lives, right? Because they were trying to kill us. So Brian's trying to fight the good fight, but you also got to remember he's not, you can't trust Coinbase though. So, it's a double-edged sword. So it's like I like Brian. I mean, I watched Brian Armstrong, his video with Kevin Rose before he even invented Coinbase. Like I remember when it was an idea, right? Like that's how I found out about Brian Armstrong. It was before it all began. But and so it's a double-edged sword, It's good and bad. It's nice guy. Like I'm sure in person he's a fine guy. Like if I ever met him, I'd shake his hand. I'd be like, hey man, like he's a crypto bro for sure. Like he's I gotta give him respect, but at the same time, it's like thank you, Logi33. Yeah, centralized exchanges are dirty. I think they're dirty. It's like a public bathroom. It's like just do your business, wash your hands, and get out. You don't want to be hanging out there, Otherwise, just bad things are happening. That's well said. So I forgot about that analogy. It's like a public bathroom. Yeah, get in and get out. That's what you got to do with Coinbase and Binance, especially Binance, especially now that CZ's out of prison. Oh my God. Like, yeah, do not leave your coins on Binance or you could lose everything at a moment's notice. Like those guys will steal your coins. You should always have your own coins in a hardware wallet, like off the exchanges. Like that's critical. So, all right, guys. Well, this has been quite the interesting night. Very unexpected. I did not expect to be talking about the ProveX sacrifice tonight. What a treat. So this was fun. I got to do this more often. I'm going to come back tomorrow. So, maybe these nighttime streams are good. I don't know if you guys like this time or, like 9:30 Eastern, 9 o'clock Eastern. I don't know if that were 6 o'clock California time, Pacific. I don't know if you guys like that. But, yeah, maybe I should probably stream every day of the SAC, right? Let's keep it going. Up to my 40th birthday. Shit. Yeah, right up to my 40th. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Let's do this again. This is fun. And so think about it. You got 3 weeks. There's no rush. Don't feel pressured. There's no rush. It's totally optional. You don't have to sacrifice if you don't want to. It's just a pre-order, Maybe you want to wait until it comes out and see the reviews first. I do not blame anybody for doing that at all, especially after Pulse Chain and Pulse. Like that's totally prudent. You got to do what's right for you. Hey, Jonathan Campbell. Yeah, man. Thanks, dude. Great to have you here, guys. Yeah, I'll say goodnight to everybody here in chat. I appreciate all you guys being here. Bets in Crypto, Final Boss, Novacap. Thank you, man, for the super chats again. I really appreciate that. That was very generous of you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, all you guys here. For Investor, Logi33. Yeah, dude. Good night, guys. Good to see you. Bets in Crypto. Yeah, man. All you guys. Sunlight. Dan Best. Yeah, man. Good to see you all. Hope you guys have a great night. Happy sacrificing. And